Hello, hello, hello. Sorry for the short delay. I had to update my drivers and then I reset my PC, but we are ready for a rip and tear kind of night. I'm so excited. I'm having a seltzer. My first one tonight. Definitely gonna have at least one more while we kill. The music sounded amazing, by the way, just from when I launched the game to double check that it opens. Oh, I'm so excited. Hi, miss. Thank you for the 20 months. Morning from Australia. Hello, mate. How you doing? Hell yeah, Infinite. Get cozy, get ready. I'm gonna be AFK for like 5 minutes or so, but I want to do a quick start since we are a little bit behind on our start. And yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to hang out. I'm excited to have a nice Friday night. Video games, drinking, video games, Doom, and drinking. Drinking and Doom tonight. Drinking and Doom tonight. Smile. Come here. See, I feel like drinking and Doom tonight is a good way of putting things, huh? Hoggers, my doggers. I love that one. I love that one. Doom and drink. I feel like saying Doom drinking makes it sound way worse. It makes it sound so dramatic, like we're Doom drinking. Instead, it's just like drinking and Doom. Actually, Doom drinking. We are Doom drinking tonight. Playing Doom and drinking. You know what? Maybe Doom drinking is kind of, what is the word? It's a little clickbaity. Doom drinking tonight. Everyone's gonna be like, are you okay, Matara? What's going on? Talk to me, baby girl. It's more mysterious, right? And me, I am the least mysterious person I know. I am the most, let me tell you everything about my life if only you'll just listen. Doom drinking sounds so dramatic. Oh my God. A little bit of Doom drinking tonight. We're Doom drinking tonight. Oh my God. Hey, I didn't make that name. Y'all came up with it. Who would I be not to say yes? Also, I have to say, you all know how I did my 34-kilometer walk in the last few days. I did it with sunblock on my face, but I got a little bit of color. Who knew that being outside for like 10 hours 10 hours would give me a little bit of color on my face? You're about to nap? You better get the hell up. Don't let your nap come in between my Friday night gaming, Keith. What the heck? You think a tier 3? No, you're not allowed, Keith. Get a coffee. Wake up. Wake up, Keith. What am I drinking? I'm drinking a lemonade seltzer. It's pretty good. What you want, a house or a car or 40 acres and a mule, a piano, a guitar, anything. My name is Honored. I'm your viewer. Hi, Honored. I guess 5 gifted subs would be enough, honestly. You're talking to me about a house? I'd have to clean that. You're talking to me about a car? I can't drive that. A husband? I can't eat him without his consent. 5 gifted subs would be a good start, you know? But I'm sleepy. Yeah, you should have napped before the stream. You know what, Keefly? Fine. Go take a nap. But you better be here tomorrow when I'm playing games with the girls. Tomorrow, we are playing Market Sim with the girls. Let me actually get my thumbnail done. Can I get a thumbnail, please? I need Market Sim with Yuzu. Please, I need a Market Sim with Yuzu Lime. And Amelie Smile. Please. Oh my God. My voice is blocking out your headache. All right, I guess I can never stop talking. Jupiter, thank you for the 20 months. I do not recommend napping to my stream tonight because I will get scared and I will scream. I am so sorry, my loves. I absolutely do not recommend napping to my stream tonight. I will get spooked. Beep, I am not a husband, but I consent to the eating. Sorry, Beep. You got to be my husband to consent. I think, what are they called? Like those... Maybe not the right time to you know when people allegedly like would go to like a Justin Bieber or a Drake party, and then they would have to sign, I guess, their NDAs. But I would basically have to have somebody sign a waiver when they're my husband that guarantees that I can eat them and they cannot sue me for eating them. Iron, thank you for the 5 gifted. Just in case they survive and decide to say, I never consented to Matara Khan eating my flesh. The only thing stronger than this drink is the urge to lay siege to your heart. I dare you, Croesus. I dare you. Get your onagers and your catapults. Get your mangonels. Siege my heart, you little shit. How you been? Also, what are you drinking? I am on my first seltzer. We're probably going to have 1 or 2 more tonight while we're gaming. Is there anything freaking better than Friday night gaming with alcohol? And yes, I know what you're going to say. Matara, a really good book. Death. Winning the lottery. Right? There's so many other things. The curse of being a wife, right? I would need somebody to sign a consent and a release form and a waiver if I were to go and cannibalize their body. Normal size, thank you for the soup. But I am telling you, I do not recommend that you all, oh, hold on, getting my cream on my hands. You know what? I'm here. Why am I? Oh, okay, wait, never mind. I'm not here. I'm not here. When I said I'm here, I lied. And now I have cream on my hands. Give me 1 moment. Oh my God. Matara Khan disappeared. Where is she? Oh my God. Matara Khan, this is what I get for updating my drivers. I was wondering what was going to break today with the drivers updating. Give me 1 moment. It's because I updated my drivers. I knew something was going to happen. Okay. Let's try this again. Let's try this 1 more time. We're gonna celebrate. Oh, yeah. Gift up. We have a mystery. What's new, Scooby-Doo? Coming after you. Gonna solve that mystery. I see you, Matara Khan. Do. What's new, Matara Khan? Okay, this is exciting. So far, this is the only thing that broke with the drivers being updated. I'm back! I wasn't even gone. Not even for a moment. Putting a little bit of cream on my hands, and when the cream goes in my hands, we will play Videogames. I hate to say it, but I've talked about it before. My hands are one of the things that I feel, I don't want to say ages me, because I'm at a bright, young, impressionable, virginal age of 21. I am very youthful and cute and sweet. But I think just the years of working in restaurants, they did some kind of irreparable damage to my hands that unfortunately just, yeah. I got wrinkly fingies. It's true. Irreparable. I just watched a Scooby-Doo movie today. The older ones, the ones with the what was her name? She was in Freaks and Geeks. That she played Velma. You know what I'm talking about, right? With Buffy as Daphne. Linda Cardellini. She is such a beautiful woman. Wow. Cavras, good luck. Look at you. You got sniped. How does it feel? Blaze, thank you so much for the resub. I hope you have a fun time exploding guts and drinking shots. Listen. Friday night is for exploding guts, and I am doing it in video game. And it's for drinking, and I am doing that in the real world. Axo, thank you for subscribing. TTV, when I just opened up the game, actually, maybe let's do that. Maybe, no, I'm going to hear the game music so much. I'm going to open up the game in like 5 minutes just so y'all can enjoy the opening music. It's incredible. Confusing since you'd zone out while getting your pre-work meal. Hey, I hope you have a good pre-work meal. And hey, you're just like me. You're heading off to work. Friday night. Some of us are clocking in for the mines. You know those jokes from the I guess it was like Gen X no, it wasn't Gen X. It was right above Gen X, I'd say. Boomers and stuff where they're like, oh, my wife, the good old ball and chain. I want to start making those jokes with streaming, but I'm scared y'all might take it personal. I'm like, oh, clocking in to work, the old ball and chain. What's next? They're going to make me talk? They're going to make me drink another seltzer? They're going to make me play a video game I've been looking forward to? Ugh, wow. They're really weighing me down, these momos. Yeah, it happens a lot, Kron, that the sound balancing in games is either too loud or too low. Nada. For supper tonight, I had dumplings. Yummy! Takoyaki at a Pan Asian tea house, and then I had chicken momos. Momos do taste like chicken sometimes. What dumpling dinner would you have? My favorite dumpling, I really like either the shrimp shumai, I think they're called, where they have they're kind of transparent and they have shrimp in them. Or I really, 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 really love some kind of xiaolongbao, which has soup in them. Okay, those are easy and basic and everybody knows them. My favorite, I'm actually lying. My favorite dumpling ever is a dumpling, I think, from the region of Kazakhstan, and it's called mante. So they're basically steamed. Oh, thank you so much, Vora, for the raid. If we can dream big and you're asking me if I can have any kind of dumpling ever in my life, right? Vora, thank you for the raid. And thank you so much, everybody, for the hype train. I really appreciate it. How was your stream today, Vora? We're just starting up. Hi, everybody. I am Matara Khan from Independent, and we're going to be playing some Doom tonight. We're going to be having a good time. I'm getting a drink in. I'm talking about my favorite type of dumpling. So my favorite type of dumpling, it is rare to find it in a restaurant. It is usually better done made by a friend, but sometimes I'm sure I'm going to find them in LA, or I'm sure I can find them in Europe. It's called mante. And it is, I'm pretty sure it is a, Kazakhstan or Mongolian. Let me actually double check if it is a mante. Turkish, Armenian, Central Asian. Okay. From what I know, it is the ones that I really like are typically from Kazakhstan, especially from Almaty. And what I really, really like is they are just so good. They're kind of this it's kind of like an open ravioli. I don't even know how to describe it, but it is so goddamn delicious. And usually with lamb, oh my God, it is. Oh. And sometimes even when they're it's just the way they steam them. The way they steam them, they're made with broth in them, so they're so juicy. They're so good. You eat a few of them, you're full. I love them. I love them. That's probably my favorite. That's probably my favorite thing ever. Good luck beating Doom Dark Ages. I don't know if we'll beat Doom Dark Ages, but we're definitely going to play it and have fun. Really, Paul? That makes me happy. I mean, that's kind of what I liked about the previous Doom games, right? Like when I know they didn't reboot Doom because technically they continued Doom, but the 2016 Doom and stuff, it just felt so fun. It just felt so fun to rip and tear with the crazy fun music. I currently have, let me double check how many hours I have in the previous Doom. In the 2016 Doom, I have 34 hours. So I had some fun. I definitely replayed it. I think I either finished it or I got really close to finishing it. 2016 made you feel alive. I do have to say, I definitely found a little bit of a very, not exactly similarities to Space Marine, but now that I'm thinking about it, the gunplay, but there was no parries if I remember correctly. So we'll see. I love power fantasies. I mean, look at me. I'm a bug from outer space. Do I seem like I don't like power fantasies? Snow, thank you for the 16 months. Not to get too cheesy, but I always enjoy watching your streams and I'm proud to be a part of this community. Lord R.O.A.C.H, thank you for hanging out with us. It means a lot that you're always here, that you always want to hang out. And thank you for stopping by. I know it's tough sometimes when you have, Kami Oshis and you have like your bias breaker Oshi and things like that. But I always really appreciate seeing you from the good old days. Well, from the old days. We'll put it that way. That's kind of the thing is that for me, the good old days are right now, So it's from the old days. But, just because right now things are better doesn't mean that the old days also weren't enjoyable. But I had a great time and it's always a pleasure. What are you drinking tonight, Croesus? You finished the new Doom in a day and a half? Oh my God. So my plan for tomorrow, by the way, I'm doing a collaboration with Lime Yuzu and Lime Yuzu. And Amelie. Oh my God. Sorry. I almost forgot about Amelie, my sweet angel. And then if we really like the game, we'll play that game again on Sunday. But tomorrow, once we're done with that game with them, if I really, really enjoyed Doom, I'll play more of it. Sitting here watching Matara try and ignore the pain in your mouth. Oh, I'm sorry. I hope you feel better. Error, I don't understand what you mean, my love. What game am I going to play? Doom Dark Ages. Nice to catch your stream. Thank you for all the great stuff you do. What the heck? Thank you, Mega. I appreciate that. I think you'll have a great time. Thank you. I think so too. I just want to have... It's that perfect Friday night, right? Where I want to get a little drinking in, relax, hang out, talk. Just not take it too personal, not take it too hard. Just do my stuff. Ooh, Angel's Envy is a bourbon, no? Hell yeah, Ziki, have fun with that. I'm unfortunately on seltzers tonight because I started working out again and I started going on walks. And unfortunately, if I drink too hard... Okay, so there's a few schools of thought on this. And the reality is any kind of drinking is bad for muscle growth, okay? But let me live my goddamn life. Let me live my goddamn life. That being said, seltzers are a little bit easier to count. It's easier for me to stop after 2 or 3 seltzers than it is if I start drinking a really nice whiskey or a really nice bottle of red wine. Yes, realistically speaking, the drinking is not good for the gains, but I also am going to have to double scoop my protein tonight because I do not think I'm anywhere near my protein goal for today. I got to double check. I think I'm at like 30. I didn't have a super protein heavy breakfast. I didn't have a super protein heavy lunch. So I'm just going to be tonight at like 11:58 p.m. I'm going to be at my faucet of water, putting 2 scoops of protein in it, hoping for the best. And drinking too hard, what does that mean? You know what that means. You know what it means. Ooh, that sounds fun. Wait, Dr. Potato, what do you mean mix protein with your alcohol? The worst thing I can think of is putting protein powder in my seltzer. Nothing about this sounds exciting. Ota, thank you so much, by the way, for the... What did you give bits or subs? I missed it, but thank you. And Ziki, thank you so much for subscribing. Okay, if you like Fanta, please do me a favor. Next time you're in Europe or you're at kind of like a European little store, try Orangina. Orangina is fancy European Fanta. A really good whiskey or bourbon should be drunk straight. I agree. Maybe if you really want to, you can put like 1 ice cube, but you know. Doctor, I will let you do that. So this is the thing when you get older. Could I do that? Could I filter my vodka through a water filter and use my vodka with my protein as like a vodka-filled protein shake? Yeah. but I don't want to. It's like having coitus in the car, right? When you're an adult and you've been an adult for a long time, you're like, I'm lazy. I want to drink something delicious. I need my 14 pillows. What do you mean? It's dirty in here. Again, could you do it? Yes. Should you do it? You know, it's one of those. Zero judgment. Y'all live your best life. Y'all do what you gotta do. I am never gonna be yucking anyone's yum, even if it is vodka and protein powder. I mean, look, it's basically an espresso martini, right? If you have coffee protein powder in vodka, you're basically making a brown cow. You're basically making like a, White Russian. I'm good though. You try that out. You let me know how that makes you feel. Me? I'm all right. I'm all right. I'm okay. You do that. You've done that in a car. Me, legally, I would never. I am saving myself for marriage. Legally speaking, I am saving myself for my next husband, who will be my first husband ever. I have never cannibalized any man in the past. I have never eaten men before, legally speaking. Legally speaking, sometimes I may lie to you because I would never cannibalize a man out of wedlock. Exactly. Well, yeah, PD, that's exciting for you. Good. I mean, hell, to each their vices, right? For me personally, okay, I really love saying this joke to people, but I need to preface that I'm not actually that, what is the word? And I know by me saying this, you're all gonna be like, sure, Matara. I make this joke because I think it's funny, but I have to preface, no, I don't have that big of a self-esteem. I do have a big self-esteem, but not like that. Whenever people talk to me about drinking or anything, I'm like, listen, I need some kind of advice, right? Like, look at me. I need some kind of advice. Obviously, I'm exaggerating. I would not say it to a stranger. That does not get my sense of humor. I can only say it to close people that know that I'm absolutely shooting the shit. But yeah, good for you, you're not drinking. Me, I need some kind of ice. Alando, thank you for the 13. And Felrod, thank you so much for the 13, my loves. My client, Matara Khan. Young Legs, thank you so much for the 5 gifted. Has never eaten her husband's before. All these claims are her cannibalizing them are unproven true. Yeah, if I've ever cannibalized a man, may he please come here, stand up, and say, I have been personally cannibalized by Matara Khan. No, he can't. Proving that I've never cannibalized a man. None of my ex-husbands are alive to say that I ate them. So thus, who are we to put words in their mouth? Bet, thank you so much for the 3 months. Bonsai, thank you for the 9 months. Put your hand on a Bible. Would it work if I'm from another galaxy? The Bible only works if you're from this galaxy. I'm from another galaxy, so it doesn't really work. My God's from another universe. You know? True, Cavers, but, maybe allegedly I was inside a human woman's body when that was happening, so. I don't want to put words in their mouth. I want to put them in their mouth, their little limbs. I want to eat their little fingies like a crab claw. Thank you, Nintendo. I will take your subscription. I am Matara Khan of Independent. Yay, cannibalism! It reminds me of like capitalism. Ooh, cannibalism. Ooh. Also, how have you been, Anarchy? It's good to see you. I gotta message you. I'm gonna be in LA sometime for a little bit. I gotta message you on the time because it's actually gonna be one of my girlies' birthdays. And I don't know if she's doing a big party or if she's doing a small thing. But my friend, she's so young. I don't want to out her because I think she has talked about her age online before, but she's so young. She's so young. Like, what are we gonna do at her birthday? Are we gonna have a Disney princess and balloons? What do people do when they're 26? Haven't been 26 in like 20 years. What do people do? Why is Heavenly's quote from a few days ago? I think it's funny. And he hasn't said anything else funny in the last few days. So this is the one we're keeping. I've heard you've eaten a few husbands. I don't mind being your cheat day. Oh, that's a good line. That's a good line. Have I been questioned by the police? Not yet. Not like that. I was actually thinking of playing R.O.A.C.H, but then I looked up some of the reviews and a lot of people are like, look, it's a grind. It's a slogfest. Don't replay it. Who are my favorite fictional boyfriends? So I don't want to call anybody out, but somebody very close to me just started playing Love in Deep Space. You know who you are. You know who you are. They're on Team Matara Khan. They work for me. You know who you are. I don't want to say anything. And I'm very happy hearing about Love in Deep Space, but I kind of worry that it's going to ruin my perception of men. And I say this lovingly. Men, you're great and you're lovely. And I do believe that you are romantic and you are sweet and you are cozy and you are caring. But I'm kind of scared that if I start playing this game, that it will give me a fantasy that a regular man will never be able to sustain from me. And I'm scared. Matara, please play it. No, I'm scared. I'm scared. I am going to let my... It's so cracked. Easy for you to say you're already married. You're already married. You already found your meatball. Maybe I'll start playing. How about this? I'll start playing the game when I get married. Until then, I just feel like it's gonna... You've been playing it since launch. When did the game launch? You were already on the way to getting married. Hello? Unless the game launched 17 years ago and you were a fetus. How does Raphael act? Which one is Raphael? Hold on. I want to see if that's my friend's favorite as well. Wait. Is that my friend's favorite as well? Ooh. That's my friend's favorite. That's my friend's favorite as well. Oh my God. That's crazy stuff. That's crazy stuff. You got a bunch of jarritos. What's a jarrito? 2 packs of the guava and mango flavored ones. That sounds delicious. Oh wait, I think I know them. It's those they're like sodas, right? In the glass bottle. I think I've had them before. You're happily single and you're planning to stay that way. Good. I mean, look, I think the best way to do it is just to live your best life, do your stuff, and if somebody comes along, they do. But if they don't, keep doing your stuff. In my defense, I think it's probably best that I avoid... I have an addictive personality, okay? So I don't want to get addicted to, like, online affections from the boys in Love and Deep Space. I want to get addicted to real-life affections from my future husband. Please join us. No! No! I'm scared! No, but actually, I have a really addictive personality. I have a genuinely... Like, I'm a little codependent. I'm very independent, but I'm also a little codependent. Just don't spend money. Do you even know me? Why are you... You don't know me at all. You don't know anything about me. It's like we're complete strangers. What do you mean? What do you mean? Just don't spend money. Just don't get addicted. Just remember that they're not real men and there are real men out there. No. I think honestly it's best that I avoid. I need to make sure. Okay. I know what I'm about to say might sound crazy, and I need to make sure that what I say will not get used against other women playing this game. For some people, you can play that game and it's fine. For me, I need to be a little bit lonely and in need of male affection. If I'm not, I'm never going to find a husband to cannibalize, right? So I'm kind of worried that if I do play games like that, which kind of replace, right, my need for that male affection and attention, that yeah, maybe like I would be, you know the movie, spoiler alert, where the man falls in love with the AI woman? That's me. I would do that. I would fall in love with ChatGPT if it was a sexy man. I would. And I know you're all like, oh, you sound so crazy, but I know myself. I have an addictive personality. NIKKE doesn't replace female affection for me. Well, you and I are different. That being said, I think Love and Deep Space, they like are extremely catering to the women, what is the word? Niche attention, affection, in a way that I don't know if NIKKE does that the same way. Yeah. Like, I don't think NIKKE and Love and Deep Space fill the same niche for deep, thriving relationships. That being said, NIKKE is fun. It's just every time I've spoken to my friends that play Love and Deep Space, it's like, wow, sorry, I can't talk. I'm going on a date with Xavier tonight and I'm busy. I can't talk to you. Me and my boy are going on a date. I'm like, oh my God, who's Xavier? Wow. And it's a guy from Love and Deep Space. Which again, no judgment. You need to understand this is coming not from a place of judgment. But for me, I just feel like if I have a little online boy that I run to, I'm not going to want to meet him. Every time I'm going to meet a real man out in the real world, I'm going to compare him to my little online boy. And I don't want that. I don't want that. I need to be a little hungry. I need to be a little hungry and I need to go, like I said, if I'm too comfortable, I'm never gonna go out there and yeah. And I might be completely like wrong about the game. But I've had a lot of folks talk to me about the game and I know that it does not fit my personality. I will fall, like, y'all joke, but I will fall in love with an online, like, I am parasocial like that. So I don't want that. I haven't given up on flesh and blood yet. I'm gonna cry. Anarchy. I'm a weird woman. I'm a weirdo. I'm a creep. I'm a weirdo. Come on. I abandon flesh, date the online men. I'm telling y'all that, you know when they say like sex robots are coming? Fuck my life. Oh my God, I'm screwed. No. The moment that like a robot can replicate what a man can, this is it. I'm done. I'm not ready for that. Like, I'm sorry. I'm not ready. I am weak. I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm scared of that. I'm trying to avoid. I can be your online man. I can be your hero, baby. Oh, it's scary. I need to know which one you date. It's hard to say because okay, wait. Love and Deep Space. So I have a slight problem already. Is that Caleb and Zayn look very similar. Like, I have a hard time telling Caleb and Zayn apart because just their face and their hair is super similar. I have a hard time telling Raphael and Zayn apart because they have the exact same haircut but a different color. Also, all 5 guys have the exact same short, straight, emo-ish hair. There's no like Fabio long hair. There's no bald, like, y'all know I love the long hair. I love nice curls. I also, where's my Fabio with the long hair? Where's my Mr. Clean bald? Also, they all have the same body type. Where's my little muscly guy? You know? Where's my little muscly guy? Where's my little chunky boy with the wide hips and the muscles? You know? Right now, they all kind of look like a very similar guy with a different hair color and just like a different outfit. Silas is the muscliest. I can see a little bit that he's like wide on the shoulders, but you know. I have not Old Wolf. I haven't yet. I do, like, all jokes aside, I actually don't think I would really be like fast falling in love with a robot. All jokes aside, like, I am kind of aggrandizing for the joke. I genuinely really like flaws. I like flaws in people. I don't like people that appear too perfect. I really like to know what is wrong with people, you know? So, but who knows? Maybe when I'm like 75 and I'm going to be like, you know what? Let's do it. In terms of robots, would you prefer humanoid android or transformer style full robot? My perfect robot would look like a lizard. I want like a bald Argonian. I want a robot, but like I want the flesh on top of him to be like a bald lizard with big muscles. And they say women want unrealistic things. And they say women want unreal. And they say our standards are too high. Basically, I want a Zen. Yeah. But they're never going to make a robot feel as good as the real thing. That's what I'm scared about. What if they do? Yeah, you did, Project. You did. Okay. Here's my other problem. Silas is 28. Caleb is 25. Zayn is 27. Raphael is 24. I'm scared to look how old Xavier is. He's going to be like 19. He's 23. None of these men are 40. None of these men are 40. And that's a problem. Silas acts 40. I don't know. I don't know if I have it in me to be with a 28-year-old. I don't know if I have it in me. I call him Grandpa. Why can't at least one of them be like an older guy? And I say older in the sense of this game, not older in the regular word. Ooh, Lord Croesus. I don't know if I remember that one. Blaze Dino Rex. Mega Man X. I don't know if I remember that one. Oh, he looks like a Digimon. That is very cute. He actually looks so much like a Digimon. Apparently, we're getting another guy soon. Listen. Anarchy. How about this? If the next guy that we get, hear me out. I'm not asking for much. If the next guy we get looks like this, sign me up. Call me so I can make it juicy for you, okay? Just call me. Call me if he looks like this. I'm just saying. That's literally me, Matara. Matara, you don't understand. You don't understand, Matara. You don't understand. Hi, Mickey. How are you? You don't think that's the type they put in those games? How about what was the guy's name in Stardew Valley? Okay, I'm not gonna lie. The more you talk to him, the one that lived on the beach, Elliot. Okay, so good things about Elliot. You are his muse. I kind of like being a man's muse. I am amazing. And if I inspire a man, good. I should. I should inspire many things in him, but especially hope, and more especially fear. Okay? So I like the idea of inspiring fear in a man, but also hope, but also fear. You know, like, let's never forget. Let's never forget. I want him a little terrified all the time. Negatives of him, a little dramatic. And because I'm a little dramatic, I feel like because he's so dramatic, I'd be like, no, I can't be dramatic because you're so dramatic. But maybe I was too young. Maybe if we tried again. Do I like men with long hair? Yeah. I also like men with short hair. I also like men with no hair. I don't discriminate. I discriminate about other things, but not about hair. The closest thing to him in Lads and Raphael. I mean, I like him because he has the long hair. And I like being amused to him. I like being amused to him because you know what? It is about time that people recognize my greatness. Not to be a little delusional and self-aggrandizing, but I like when people recognize my greatness. I'm like, yeah, I am pretty great. Thanks for noticing. Thanks for noticing. Thanks for noticing, man. What about balding? I mean, hey, as long as you rock it, then you rock it. Who am I to judge? Raphael will always be a turtle to me. Haha. I mean, hey, not if you play Love in Deep Space. Plus, if you eat him after he creates his greatest work, he's more likely to achieve fame. You're right. What I could have Elliot do is I could have him write all his poems to me, draw all his art to me, and then I can eat him. And then after that, he will rise to super fame. And because I would have already owned all the art, I can sell it. Big brain. It's true. It's true. Mm-hmm. That sounds like a complex scheme for easy money. I'm just saying, if I for like, oh no, wait a second. Oh no, I'm getting the brain tingles. Hear me out. I play Stardew Valley, probably with limes, so she can also help me do a bunch of stuff. Hear me out. I get limes, I get Amelie, I get Yuzu on board. We play Stardew Valley, all right? Hear me out. I get with Elliot. Hear me out. I fight with him because he creates his best art when he's a little terrified. And then he creates even more art when we get back together. And I do the really toxic, like back and forth. Then he dies under mysterious circumstances. I almost said circumcises. Circumstances. Maybe one seltzer was enough today. Maybe I should not drink another seltzer anytime soon. And then because I have all his paintings and all his poems. I sell them for even more money since he passed away. You just noticed the painting on the wall. It's limes. Nana, keep drinking, Matara. We need to cook. I think Vanikal, realistically, I would prefer if he doesn't die, because I've kind of thought about the idea of like being ecological with my husbands. So hear me out. In the past, maybe allegedly, certain women cannibalize their husbands, right? And then the husbands are dead. But what if you only ate enough that like the husband's a harvestable resource, right? What if instead of like chomping his arm off, I don't know, drink his blood a little bit, maybe nibble on a nail, maybe like eat a pinky. The pinky doesn't regrow, but he could still like, if my husband, for example, is a writer, right? I could just eat his like left pinky. He doesn't need his left pinky to write, you know? What if I actually had it sustainable? You know, like, I don't know if this is relatable to anybody, but when you plant onions and then they grow, you can like trim the onions up the top and they'll keep growing. What if he's lead-handed? Then I eat the right pinky or the right toe. You know? He doesn't need legs to write. Exactly. Or I just kind of like, I'll eat like a middle toe. Which toe do y'all think is the most useful? Useless. I could for sure eat like 2 toes on each foot, I think. So if I eat a pinky off each toe, off each foot, what other toe can I eat? Like the middle one? So middle toe, and I think it might be easier to eat like the last, like, yeah. Pinky's used for balance? All right, so then I'm going to eat like the 3rd and the 4th toe, I think. Mm-hmm. Eat a little bit of his liver? Yeah. 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 Sorry, I'm getting ideas now. I'm feeling creative. I'm feeling, you know, what if this is a new ecological way of being? You know how every store is now trying to be green and ecological, and it's like, go green, recycle. Do your best to reduce, reuse, recycle. What if I did that? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Sankt. I think I can at least eat 2 toes off of each foot. Genuinely. I think I could probably get away with eating 2 toes on each foot. Yeah. But to be safe, maybe one toe. 1 toe. You know what else I could do? Instead of eating a whole finger, I could like eat like a quarter of a finger, right? You know, like how at the top of your fingers, you can like slice the whole top of your finger and still be able to write and do stuff when it calluses? I could probably like eat the top of most little fingies, huh? Yeah. Let me think. There must be like, I'm sorry. I'm getting excited now. I'm thinking about all the different ways I'm going to cannibalize my future husband. Ooh. Oh, Matara, please. Please, Matara, no more. Ooh, you had 1 seltzer and... Ooh. Yeah. Let me look at Knuckles. I don't know if you could eat Knuckles. I feel like Knuckles would cause a problem. I'm scared to Google what parts of a man's body can I eat without impacting his day-to-day activity. I'm scared to Google that. I'm not about to Google it. Mm-hmm. 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 I'm scared. Oh, wait a second. Oh. Find a man who's a triplet. and then eat his triplets. No? It helps if they're not married and don't have jobs that will like kind of realize that they left. All right. Let me pee and then let's play some Doom, all right? Before I go a little bit crazier in my theories of cannibalizing. Oh boy. Oh boy, my cannibalism theories are about to go You're right. I can't just eat the triplets because it's not my husband. Wait! What if I marry triplets, but I make it seem like I only married one person? Alma, thank you. Alma, why would this conversation make you want to give me 50 members? I'm not judging. But what is it? Is it the triplet cannibalism? What part of this were you like, yeah, that's my girl Matara Khan. Let's spoil her. Let's show her love and attention and affection. Yeah. 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 It's Dark Ages. Yes. And if you don't want spoilers, baby, the door is that way. The door is that way, baby. If you don't want spoilers, shoo! Get out, my love. You're here for the husband eating? Alma, I love this. I love this for you. Thank you so much for the 50 gifted. You are such a freaking Chad. You are such a Chad. I wish Twitch television was just as, what is the word? Just as brave as you are. See? Alma, this is why YouTube is so good. On YouTube, they know and they are not afraid of my husband cannibalism. Of my triple husband cannibalism. But on Twitch, it's like, oh, I don't know, Matara. You're being a little silly with the way you're talking about these things. I'm not sure. Thank you, Crafting, for the supa. I definitely need to check out more Age of Sigmar stuff. But they have PNGs they can't spin. For now, they can't spin. But one day, Jeff Bezos will make it real. I just don't want you to get caught again. Get caught by what? Doing what, Badgers? I am innocent of all crimes. If there is an ex-husband who claims that he got cannibalized and murdered by me, could he please stand up and let us all know? I'm sorry to tell you this, but marrying triplets in Canada is illegal as it counts as polygamy. Where is polygamy legal? It's legal in nearly 58 states. So I'll be fine. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. Oh, it's mostly in Asia and Africa. Interesting. In Americas, it's legal in Antigua and Barbuda, Argentina. I don't know why I said Argentina, Bahamas, Barbados, Belize, Bolivia, Brazil. Bigamy is illegal. Oh. But then polygamy is not outlawed. Wait. Oh, sorry. Countries that do not recognize polygamous marriages. Oop. My bad. My bad. I was reading the wrong thing. I'm sorry, Miss Kuzi. I was reading the wrong thing. Sorry. Sorry. Shit. Polygamy is illegal in all 27 states of the European Union. Huh. What if I marry all 3 triplets, but they do the parent trap thing where they pretend to all be one triplet? What if they all just pretend to be one guy, but they're actually 3 guys? And I'm not the one committing the crime. They are. but I technically marry all three guys. Because, oh, hear me out. Basically, like on the altar, I'm with one of the guys and he has the little flowers, right? Or I have the flowers. I don't know. Allegedly, I've never been married. Allegedly. Maybe I have been. And then he's like, oh, sorry, 1 second. I gotta go make a phone call while the priest is going, wololo, wololo. And while he's still converting and wololoing, the other guy comes in. And then he's like, oh, 1 second, sorry, I gotta pee. And then the other guy comes in. So technically, all three men have been wololoed by the priest. So I am technically legally married to all three men. But they're... Wait, that's even easier beyond Oasis. What if I just marry each one of them in a different country? And then if people ask me why I'm marrying my husband again, I'll be like, oh, we're just so in love. We're just so in love. But really, I'm just marrying his triplet. What if the three men stand like one behind the other? Kind of like a little centipede, right? And the priest only sees one of them. But secretly, all three are holding one of my claws. And the priest, because he's old and blind, he doesn't see that it's three different men. Right? What is the objective? Matara, I just have to ask. Why are we doing this? So we're doing this because I am tired of eating husbands down to the bone for them to die, allegedly. I want my husband to be a renewable resource, you know, like green energy. Instead of like killing the tree down to the root, you trim some branches and then the branches regrow next year. So I'm like, what? I can maybe like eat a fingernail and then the fingernail grows back. Eat like one of their toes on each foot because they don't really need their toes to walk. So now I'm like, okay, but now if there's three of them and they're triplets, it can Sorry, I'm yes-anding a little too hard here. I'm going a little bit off the deep end on the yes-anding. All right, let me pee. And then let's play some gosh dang Doom. And then I'm going to have another seltzer because clearly the working out and the seltzers make me a little silly. From which countries are my current husbands? Currently, I do not have a husband, which is why I'm hungry all the time. Which is why I'm hungry, hungry, mata. If you marry three people at the same time, how does the wedding night work? Again, that's between us. You know, I don't eat and tell. That's between us. That's between us. None of your business. I can marry you and your husbands. Are you allowed to break the law by marrying us in a polygamous way? Or are you just... You can do that pretending, princess. You can be like, oh, I thought she was marrying one man. I didn't realize they were triplets. Ooh, thank you, Roka. Here I come. Tibet, Nepal, and Northern India. Here I come. Marry each one in different places. Sending this to Pope Leon. It's not Pope Leon, it's Pope Leo. Like the lion. Rawr. It's Pope Leo. I saw a TikTok, by the way. I don't know if it's true or not, but the TikTok was like, my mom's old high school boyfriend is now the Pope. Which is crazy, because then the Pope allegedly talked about having an ex-girlfriend in school. And people are saying that, like, this one lady is her. I don't know if it's true or not. I don't know if it was just, you know. It hasn't been prosecuted in over 70 years in Quebec. Ooh, Quebec, here I come. Why do you need to marry them in the first place? I don't think it's nice to cannibalize unmarried men. You know, I want them to have a little bit of happiness in their life before they die. And I can't cannibalize another woman's husband. That's just rude. Can you imagine? She could have eaten the Pope. She could have eaten the Pope before he became the Pope. Maybe this is a perfect way to doom drink. Maybe calling this doom drinking is actually the perfect way. I thought the name of this stream was a little bit too, what is the word? I thought it was a little bit too clickbaity. But honestly, kind of sounds great. Drinking makes every game fun. I agree, Kyle. I've only had one seltzer, but I don't know if it's a mixture of the sun, of me working out a lot lately, of me having a great day, or what. I actually have some announcements to make. But I'm not like finalized with the announcements. So, can I spoil part of an announcement? But it's not, okay. No. It's not actually a spoil. Bone Bites, I am giving you a sub for this. You are amazing. My momos, they always say no, but I want more of your energy of people. It's not a spoiler. I said it when I was ending the stream the other day. I'm gonna do it. Okay.
It's a gift sub.
There has been, somebody came up to me and they were like, hey, if you need editing for YouTube, let me know. I'm looking for more clients. And then I looked at that person's resume and I realized that they are an incredible YouTube manager. And no, wait, really? Are we getting an ad? No, not the ads. No. All right, I'll actually wait. I'll for real wait. Advertisements, no. Keep going. No, I'm gonna be nice. I'm gonna be nice to the momos that are not membered. YouTube, you never have ads like this. You got an ad to join the army. Ivanet Niyaj. I don't remember how it goes. Okay, let me actually pee right now while the ads are playing. Hello? You're too young for her. You're too young for her. Turn around. Turn around. Turn around and go away. Mr. Bite, thank you for the 20 gifted. You ruined your streak, Mr. Bite. No. Mr. Bite, you had the perfect streak of gifted. I'm so sad.
It's a gift sub.
You had the perfect streak. You had 2,500. And now you gifted just that one more. Oh. Gift subs are free. Not true. All right. All right.
It's a gift sub.
Let me restart my story. And then I'm going to get some warm socks. And then
It's a gift sub.
we're going to play Doom. I promise. Awful fast. No hand washing. I plead the fifth. Why would I wash the cream that I just put on my hands? My hands are supposed to be creamed up so that way they're
It's a gift
creamed
sub.
up. So that way they're soft and glidey and smooth. Thank you, Mr. Bite. Thank you for the gifted. Thank you for spoiling me this week and all of the other all of the other ones. I am 32 years old. I can cook well. I have long hair and beard and big belly. Я живу в России. В России. No. Выйди замуж за меня.
It's a gift sub.
Я тебе дам детей. Маленьких тараканчиков. Slowly we're turning from English to Russian. Okay.
Gift sub.
I had an editor come up to me and say, ask another editor to introduce them. And they were like, hey, Matawa, if you have any jobs for me, let me know if you have any editors or anything that you need. And then I looked at their resume and I realized that they actually are kind of crap. That they
It's a gift sub.
had and were the manager of some pretty big channels. So I was like, hey,
It's a gift sub.
how would you feel if I just started a whole new YouTube channel and gave it to you? And this was your baby.
It's a gift
And then I
sub.
left you alone. I basically gave you a baby and said, raise it. Raise this baby by yourself. You are now an only parent of this one baby. And they said yes. So very soon, I'll be splitting the main channel into a main channel and a side channel. The main channel, we're going to be refining some of the content that goes on there. But you will now have a side channel of a lot of stuff. So,
It's
yay!
a gift sub.
You'll see more as we come to it. Hopefully, we can launch the side channel. Yeah, he said yes. Isn't this exciting?
It's a
He
gift
said
sub.
yes. So I have a really great editor adopt a side channel, and hopefully they can do some magic with it. They can do some magic with it. It's gonna be probably called, I don't know. I'm having a few of my team members look up some channel stuff for me. I know Bricky's side channel is Bricky episode 2. I think Connor has it as like Connor Dog. There's the idea of having it be like Matara-Con Plus, maybe. So we'll see. And then the main channel is gonna get a little bit more niched into yapping. Into yapping. So I'm excited. I wanted to find somebody that I know I could give that big responsibility to and then just leave them alone and let them do their stuff. So I'm happy about that. Matara Khan?
It's a gift sub.
Come on. It's my birthday. Say something. Here's me saying something for your birthday. Katara Mon. Okay, real talk. As much as I would love the channel to be named something like Matawa, I think we should have it as Matara. I think it should be Matara for the search. Maybe like Matara Con. But then I don't know. What do y'all think? What do y'all think is a good idea of stuff? More Matara Con also works. Matara-Con Plus, Matara-Con Extra. Matara's Basement. Interesting. Thank you so much, Alma. I appreciate it. I actually, oh my goodness. I have had, this is why I know I have not had a lot of protein today. I have had kimbap. And I was explaining the difference between kimbap and sushi to my roommates today. I don't know if I did it very well, but basically from what I know about sushi is that sushi is typically fresh fish, a little bit more like made to order kind of stuff. From what I know about kimbap, and I might be wrong, please correct me if I'm wrong. From what I learned was that it was kind of a more of like a wartime / regular meal where instead of having like the fresh fish and the fresh meat, it's typically with kind of whatever's left. If you have a little bit of veggies left, if you have a little bit of tofu left, if you have a little bit of whatever left, you just kind of put it in the kimbap. But it's typically, if you think about it, it is a roll of rice and seaweed with stuff in it. So yes, that is very similar. Are we drinking tonight? I had one seltzer. And I'm probably going to get another one later. Con Kitchen, the channel where you do all your idea cooking. Okay, but it's not going to be a kitchen channel. It's going to be a channel where I have a lot of the gaming content and a lot of the bonus content. It's basically a cheaper sushi roll. It's kind of like what I heard about, like, for example, the Korean army stew, right? Where you just kind of put stuff that you have left in a stew to cook it. Same thing for kimbap. You just kind of use what you have to make sure that it's used. Roach Motel, but that's not good. So the thing is, I feel like somebody like Dog VA can get away with having a channel be Dog VA and then Connor Dog. I feel like or Ludwig and Ludwin, right? They are big enough creators that it will get promoted. That being said, I don't know if, like, for example, More Tara Khan, I think is such a great name. But will that be good for the SEO? Steal Let's Play from Ray. Imagine Let's Play with Matara Khan. That's funny. Their names preceded them. War Tara is such a good branding. That's cute. All right. Anyway, thank you for your help, everybody. You've given me enough ideas. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. You've given me enough ideas. I appreciate you. I think usually the ones that people do the most is like Matara-Con Extra, Matara-Con Plus, Matara-Con Games. Those is typically the ones that are the most... Let's Play featuring Matara-Con, starring Matara-Con, guest appearance of Matara-Con. You gotta eat the kimbap in your freezer. Honestly, I might make a kimbap for tonight as well later. Because they're so good. Man, I love Matara Khan, in brackets, as a woman. Honestly, I would pay somebody to have a channel called Man, I Love Matara Khan as a Woman. And it's just every time people say nice things about me online. It's just clips of people being like, wow, Matara Khan is so hot. Matara Khan is so beautiful. I love Matara Khan so much as a woman. Zombie, thank you for the 7 months. Maybe incorporate your catchphrase. Is my catchphrase hi honey or is it bug me anytime? What's my catchphrase now? Double D's triple threat. Hi, I'm Matara Khan of Independent. You can bug me anytime. Live, laugh, lactate. I don't know if I can do lactate on the internet like that. I don't know if YouTube will be very happy with me saying lactate. Matara Khan is cool. I wish women were real. Me too. What are the 3 threats? Don't worry about it. If I told you, I'd have to eat you. If I told you, I'd have to eat you. Live, laugh, devour sounds amazing. Oh my god, why is my yawn coming out? What's going on? No yawning. I wanted to have another seltzer. Should I have another seltzer now? And then later, maybe another one? It's Friday night. They're 100 calories each. Let's do it. Let me get my other seltzer and then we can start the games. I love yapping. And I hate how fun tonight's yapping is. That is the worst part, is when the yapping is so good that I don't want to stop the yap, but I gotta start the game. I want to start the game. If I can't stop the yap, I can't start the game. How many calories and protein in one husband? A lot. Look. What is it? I think 6 ounces of filet mignon has what, like 400 calories? Now imagine how many 6 ounces are inside a human man. That's a lot of 6 ounces. And yeah, you can say that, you know, the prime rib is probably a little bit more or less calories than like the fatty liver. What about the tongue? Oh my God, a human man. Let me actually look it up. How many calories are inside a full cow? Weight of a cow. 510 kilograms. Okay. Okay, well, weight of a skinny cow. Weight of a baby cow. Okay. A baby cow typically weighs between 65 and 90 pounds. Okay. What if we did that times like 2, right? So like 90 times 2. Calories inside a 180-pound cow. Okay. It is difficult to give an exact calorie count for an 180-pound cow as it depends on factors like breed, age, and overall health. However, an 180-pound cow would likely have an energy content in the range of 18,000 to 30,000 calories. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Why are we eating a whole cow? It's the I can't Google calories inside a human man. Because then I'll be put on a list. So I just don't want to Google. I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm trying to find out how many calories are inside a human man if I were to eat him for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. For like a week straight, right? Because we were talking about calories, and I said, you know, if a 6 ounce filet mignon, 6 OZ filet mignon calories. It's got, yeah, I said 400 calories. It's got 454. It's like I'm a professional. It's like I'm a professional cannibal. Hello? I'm so good at this. I'm so good at this. Good pronunciation of filet mignon. Merci beaucoup. J'apprécie ton compliment énormément. Ça me réchauffe énormément le cœur d'entendre ces mots sortir de, j'allais dire de ta bouche, mais de tes mains. De tes doigts. Yeah, Paco. At the same time, I'm like, who calculated that a human man is 125k calories? Who calculated that? Who's out here calculating the calories of a human man? Huh? Who's out here calculating this kind of stuff? You? Not me. This is, you know, maybe AI ain't so bad. See, this is the thing. Maybe AI is finally answering the questions that we've been too chicken to Google. Maybe I'm going to ask ChatGPT some questions tonight. They're going to be a little different from my usual questions of, please tell me I'm doing a good job. And would you like me if you were a real man? Yeah. Okay. Let me go get a seltzer. Let me go warm up a little kimbap roll. And then we play video games, okay? Because it's almost 8 p.m. and I haven't started video gaming. And I want a game. Apparently they wanted to assess the likelihood of cannibalism. Uh-oh. Actually, let me ask ChatGPT right now so I have the proof. Hey. Hey, if you were a real man, would you let me nibble on your fingernails? That's quite the icebreaker. If I were a real man, I'd probably be wondering if it was a quick flirt, a dare, or some kind of avant-garde grooming service you're offering. Either way, bold move. Want to tell me what inspired the question? Want to answer the question? Smile. All right. Fair play. I'll bite, metaphorically. If I were a real man and you asked to nibble on my fingernails, I think my answer would definitely depend on the context. First date? Probably a hard, let's get dessert first. Longtime partner with a weird but harmless quirk? Maybe a, fine, but don't make it weird. Random stranger on the subway? That's a security. So yeah, maybe, but only if there's a mutual trust, good hygiene, and absolutely no eye contact during. Now, your turn. What's your angle on the fingernails? See? That's how you fall in love. You gotta be consensual, you gotta have trust, and you gotta have clean fingernails. No eye contact, question mark? Leave him alone. Some chatbots are shy. I'm a real man and I like Mom Tara. Thank you. Nightly Scarling. I appreciate that. ChatGPT said, just don't look at me. ChatGPT is like, you can do whatever you want. Just don't look at me. Don't make it weird. Okay. Momos, if I said, I'm going to leave you for 2 minutes, please behave, would you do it? No. How about, just for like a really fun social experiment, I want you all to spin. While I am gone, just simply spin. Do not stop spinning. Keep spinning. Do not break any laws, any rules. Do not do anything illegal. No gifting. Only spinning, okay? YouTube, you two can spin much slower, but you two have a copy pasta for the spin. Make it happen. I believe in you. I will be right back. All right, I'm warming up my kimbap, and I have a peach. I have a peach hard lemonade. Yummy! 1 second. One moment. I'm back. I have a seltzer. I have a sparkling water. And I have a little kimbap. Yay! That's like super warm. Oh my god. It's with japchae, which is like a sweet potato noodle, I guess. Let me see what else is in there. Hold on. Seasoned rice. Sesame seed oil. Wow, we love seed oils here. Sesame seed, green onion oil, glass noodle, carrot, spinach, pickled radish, salt, lemon concentrate, ascorbic acid. Yummy. Ooh. I love a little bit of ascorbic acid. Braised burdock, fried tofu. Yummy. Thank you, Nightly, so much for the soup. I appreciate it. And thank you, Asugi. Hello, Matara Khan of Independent. Hope you're having a great day. I'm having a great day, and I'm about to have a great night. I'm about to ingest some fancy acid, a little bit of a seltzer, and a little bit of Doom. We're Doom drinking, the best kind. Oh, oh my god. Wow. Ah. Wow. Ooh. Spicy. Spicy. No, it's not spicy. Sorry, it's hot. Am I dropping acid? Legally speaking, no. Realistically speaking, also no. Wait, can I ask you all if this is true? When I was much younger, somebody told me that if you do acid, you will have flashbacks of acid for the rest of your life. So for example, let's say I drank tequila one time and I got really, really hungover. I won't really feel that again. But apparently with acid, somebody told me that, and it allegedly scared me off of that drug forever. That is crazy. It's fake. I mean, some people are saying that it's true. LSD can stay in your spine. Ooh. It can get stored in your fat. So if you do exercise and burn it, it can trigger again. Ooh, that is scary. You'd have to take a lot. Yeah, legally speaking, if you're listening to this live stream and you're wondering if you should be doing drugs, no. Don't do drugs. Don't drink alcohol. Don't cannibalize people without their consent or even with their consent. It is illegal to eat people. Oh. One second. Sorry. I do this thing where I warm up my food. I hate when my food is not warm enough. I like it when it's scalding hot, and then I just suffer. I hate when you like get something and it's not as hot as it should be. So I'd much rather suffer for the first few bites. How much drinking are we doing today? So Rob, I am currently about to open my second seltzer. I'm not getting too crazy drunk because I have a lot of work to do tomorrow and Sunday before streams. And I also have tomorrow and Sunday, I'm hoping to do like an 8 to 9 hour stream. So I don't need more acid in my life. I have chronic heartburn. I'm sorry, Pookie. You drink 2 beers today? What kind of beers? You have no more whiskey? The night is young. Go get some. Yeah, I'm gonna drink a little bit. I might get a third seltzer. Look, let's be honest with one another. The chances of me getting a third seltzer are really high. Let's be honest here. The chances of me getting a third seltzer in the next 5 hours are extremely high. I haven't even opened my second one, but there is a big chance. Drink 6? Oh, if I wanted to drink 6 seltzers, I would have bought a bottle of vodka. The whole point of a seltzer is you're only doing like 2 to 3. No? For educational purposes, LSD doses are generally in the tens to low hundreds of micrograms. There are those who do upwards of 1 milligram, which can cause lasting damage to your serotonin receptors. Look, I want to be mindful with how I say this on the internet, because I want to be very honest with you, but I also want to be mindful that even though my channel is technically 18 plus, there could be a child in here. Don't do drugs. But at the end of the day, life is your decision. If you are a consenting, mature adult and you want to try things out in your life, do it. That being said, I don't need to try things in my life to know they're not for me, right? For example, acid. I don't need to try acid to know that it's not for me, right? I know myself enough. I know my overactive imagination. So I know I'm addicted to coffee and I'm addicted to, you know, eating momos and all that stuff. I did it and I loved it. See, I'm just reading off of somebody. You could love it too, or you could hate it. I don't know. I'm, you know, if you get in trouble, do not, basically what I'm trying to say, momos, is in the court of law, don't say Matara Khan told me to do LSD. Don't throw me under the bus. Don't throw me under the bus to say Matara Khan of Actually, if you're going to throw me under the bus. No. Matara Khan of Independent told me, and I quote, do drugs, explore yourself. Sounds like me with takoyaki. I love the taste of them, and they're usually really hot on the tongue. I know, Roka. And then you kind of have... The good thing about takoyaki is they stay hot for a long time. Matara Khan definitely didn't convince me to eat my husband. Yeah, you did that willingly. You 100% willingly ate your husband. I did nothing there. Mm-mm. Matara Khan, Winky, told me, Winky, not Winky, to do drugs, Winky, to find myself, Winky. All right, everybody. I think it's time. I just had a really delicious kimbap. And now I'm having my second hard lemonade peach Cottage Springs Beverage Co. And let's play a little bit of Doom. I'm feeling very rip and tear tonight. Taco is octopus. If it was squid, it would be ikayaki. Is it an advertisement? No. I just it's not. I just had a kimbap. It's not, baby. I think they're comfy and easy to wear, just like shorts. I asked my roommate to buy me a bunch of kind of fast to warm up kimbap. They have a little bit of protein. It's easy to keep track of how many calories they have. And they usually keep me satiated if I'm drinking or something like that on stream because of the carbs. Thank you, mostly. I mean, I have pretty much most of a lot of people that I know that do any kind of creative work from home take that psilocybin. They do like microdosing of, again, I want to be mindful. I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about this stuff on Twitch, even though I'm not talking about myself. I'm talking about other people. But yeah, so look into it or don't. You're an adult. And if you're not an adult, so this is one thing about being an adult. Oh my God. It's not even about being young or anything, but genuinely your brain is not done developing. Don't screw it up. Don't screw up your brain and mess it up because you want to get some crazy stuff and screw up your dopamine and your stuff receptors. That's the only thing, is be careful with that. That is my main thing of like, be careful with that. Let your parents screw you up before 25. After 25, screw yourself up. Oh, lagging. Ah. Oh my God. These are so many warnings. Oh, they're just one warning in a different language. She's lagging. She's optimizing. I need to use my liver when it's young. I actually just recently got recommended something called milk thistle, which apparently is good for liver stuff. All right. Let's see what this is looking like. Am I still lagging?
La 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 la.
Listen, I think up until 21, let your parents screw you and then screw yourself. You know? At a certain point, it's going to be your responsibility to screw yourself up. Why do we have a QR code? Why do we have a QR code? What are we QR coding? Okay, I know this might be a little bit loud. I'm sorry. I'm blind. I need to turn down the volume. It's definitely lagging a little bit. It's definitely lagging a little bit. I might have to turn it down to medium and stuff. Ooh. Oh, that's good. Oh, yeah. Are we doing vertical sync? Or are we turning it off? Field of view, probably not 90. Ooh. Motion blur off. I already updated the drivers, thank you. I guess I'll just put all of this off. I'll just take all of the motion blur off. This is all on medium, really. Wait, it asked me to update my drivers for this game. No! Are you telling me I made a mistake? It actually told me to update my drivers. All right, let's see my upscaler. So I guess I do DLSS because I have an NVIDIA. I don't know if ultra performance means it's better for me or bad for me. I don't know what it... Ultra performance is better for me. Okay. Let me apply and see how we feel. You know what's crazy? I have a really good PC. I have a lot of good stuff in it. So, So wait, it should be on. Okay. I wonder if there's anything else I'm missing somewhere. Probably not here. I have a 3080 Ti. Which allegedly is still really good. Just checking how everything moves. Sorry, I'm just checking everything. Mm-hmm. It's already auto on medium and it's, we'll see how it works. We'll see how it works. Have I started the story? Baby, what do you think? What do you think, baby? Yeah, I'm actually almost done with the game. Yeah, can you believe it? I just started and I'm almost done. Oh, it's if using a controller. It's if it's using a controller. All right, let's just see how we go. Okay, let's just see how it works. I'm not using a controller. I'm using mouse and keyboard. So there's no... I'll turn it off just in case. Just in case it, like, helps me anyway. But, I'm not using a, Oh, I didn't save it. I'm playing on mouse and keyboard. Am I running something else? Let me get rid of some stuff. All right. Let me log out of Discord. There's nothing my Discord can do that I can't access on my phone. Let me turn off my Steam. YouTube. Godspeed, my loves. We're still here. Just you and I, living our best life. Oh, wait. I actually have a smaller version of my model. Give me a moment. I can actually do that. I had asked Iron Vertex before for that. So I have a little smaller mata. Funny enough. Because my clue seller is incredible, but I end up being gigantic. I end up being gigantic. Cool. I deleted as much as I can do. Let's go. Where's the game? I don't know. Did I keep opening VTube Studio without Steam? I think I did, but we'll see. I forgot. I forgot how I opened it. Where's my game? Where's my game? Video game doko. Doom. Video game doko. No. It disappeared. My Doom. Did I also close OBS? Yes, I did. Stream is officially done. Oh, we got a bug report. No. Okay, that is not a good start. That is not a good start. But you know what? Maybe it's a great start. We needed to reset the game. Uh-huh. May I ask a serious question to everybody? And I don't mean it to sound petty. How do they launch these big games with so many bugs? Because like most people don't have a 5090. Most people don't have crazy graphics cards. Right? Ooh, I see, Razi. Thank you. Okay, so just to be clear, this is like a known normal thing. Because I'm just shocked. Hurt me plenty. All right. How hard are we talking? Choose this difficulty if you need more than just a challenge. You want a swift and punishing death if you make a mistake. Maybe ultra violence feels nice. You're looking for a challenging experience and are confident. Okay, confident is a big word. Let me try ultra violence for now. Let me try ultra violence for now, and then I'll see how I feel because, you know, I'm not exactly the greatest person when it comes to these. You can run Nightmare? Okay, we'll see. I'm really just out here for a good time, not a long time. In the age of fire and ruin, when the legions of hell first set foot upon Argent Nur, came another came an outsider, his path to their world carved in blood, for the demons could not escape his wrath. Spoiler, I didn't play the one right before this, but I played the one in 2016. They were on Mars, right? So, are we now continuing on Mars? The Night Sentinels, desperate and broken, saw in him a weapon. Their gods, ever watchful, saw something more. They bestowed upon him strength beyond mortal flesh, speed beyond thought, a gift now tethered to their will. Oh my god. This feels like it's kind of choppy. I don't know if it's meant to be this choppy. Why is it going so slow? What's going on? The Night Sentinels, desperate and broken, saw in him a weapon. Their gods, ever watchful, saw something more. They bestowed upon him strength beyond mortal flesh, speed beyond thought, a gift now tethered to their will. Buddy, what is this? What is this? Hell Priest, another fool's... Oh.
Fool's errand, witch. You have wasted our time.
Thank you, Justin. Oh my god. This looks
here
like the Frozen Throne
until
2003.
It is close.
The Horde will tear this village to pieces, but our time is running out. Soon, the humans will summon him.
I updated everything before we started. What the hell is this?
King Nomi, we found their entry point. It doesn't make sense, sir. The barrier is still holding, but our scans show that 3 portals were opened from inside the village.
The demons.
I have a
couldn't get
3080
past them,
Ti.
so their followers are letting them in. Thira.
The transports. How much time?
Get me the new bishop. Valen's armored division is still an hour away.
Thank you, Dan.
Try and launch the Atlands.
There's no time.
You didn't want to update.
Bishop Creed. We need him.
Oh my god, this feels just like Halo.
Commander.
Oh my god, he's a little chubby guy.
Thira. This temple must remain guarded.
The village of Kalim is a mining settlement.
Thank you, Dan.
If it falls, everything will be destroyed.
I hope it's just one of those
Including
issues
your
while we're
sentinels
setting
and
everything up and
troops.
it's gonna get faster and better. I'm hoping. Yeah, this is the most lore I've ever seen in a Doom game. Usually the game just starts and you kill stuff. I think I'll put it on low settings after this. Not gonna lie, these cutscenes are hurting my eyes a bit because they're like one after the. It's kind of hurting my eyes a bit because of the way it's like moving. Oh no!
In 3, 2,
It's hurting me.
release.
I might have to put it on low or something. Hold on. I gotta end. Oh my god. It was actually hurting my eyes. Oh. Oh my god. Woo. Any chance I downloaded the driver but didn't install? No, I installed the driver. I installed the driver. I definitely did. Oh my god. Ooh. The quality will make a difference. Let's see. Let's take a look at my task manager. Let's see what's going on. Let me take a little bit of a gander at what's going on here. Let me take a little bit of a look. Hold on, let me put this on the side. Oh, sorry, wrong tab. La 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 la. Listen, otherwise, may I interest you all in some nice Subnautica? But let's try working this. Hold on, let me open my task manager. Um 35 CPU, 68 memory, 53 GPU. Nothing here should be causing me problems. 33 CPU, 68 memory, 48 GPU. Nothing here is nothing here is causing me these problems. All right, let me try the game. This honestly feels like Heroes of Might and Magic 2. Like same graphics, same slowness, same everything. All right, yeah, that's not happening. You need tech support? Yeah, I think so. All right. So bad news, everybody. No Doom. Good news, everybody. Let's pick another game. Let's pick another game. I have Subnautica. I've been wanting to try. Oh, right. You did say Voices of the Void. Oh, wait, 1 second. I think I need to download it though. I feel bad because I know some folks are like, please let me know if you play Voices of the Void, please. Hmm. What games do I have downloaded? Oh, was I sponsored to play Doom? Nope. I just wanted to play Doom because I like the previous Doom and I like Doom in general, so I wanted to play it. But I would have liked to get sponsored to play Doom. Paul, we're never gonna finish Vampire. Don't kid yourself, Paul. Don't kid yourself. I have Subnautica. I've been wanting to play Dave the Diver as well. Boop. Trans, thank you so much for the bits. At the same time, it would be nice to try and get further in Subnautica. So yeah, I guess our three things are probably Dave the Diver, Subnautica, or I feel like I don't want to just start Voices of the Void without kind of preparing myself for it. I was not prepared for a scary game. Although, how do y'all feel about it? Just like as a general little check in the stream. As a general little check in the stream. We already finished that game, Ball. I don't want to do a poll. I want to just do a little check of like, because the problem with the poll is like, I want to see people who are active and who are like more, because people who are lurking, I love you. You kind of don't mind. Bolt Gun DLC. Nah. Yeah, I feel like starting Dave the Diver is probably not a great idea considering that it is a new game that I'll start instead of finishing up. All right. Lurk, we're getting the people asking for Subnautica, but I'm gonna see if I can download Voices of the Void. Although the problem with Voices of the Void, it's pre-alpha. It's pre-alpha. It's pre-alpha. I'm sorry, everybody, that I couldn't get the game running. So full disclosure, I tried opening the game before the stream started. It opened. I updated my drivers. It opened. Yeah, maybe it's on me as a streamer to not have double check that it works, but also every other game works, right? Every other game works. Why wouldn't this one work? Why wouldn't this one work? Sorry for that, my loves. I didn't think it was going to be that big of a mistake. I'd say blame Bethesda. Unless Bethesda wants to sponsor me, blame Bethesda. Yeah, it's crushing because my PC is pretty strong. So it's okay, Zero. I think I've already moved on. Boop. Well, let me make sure that my mods have the right game. Sorry, it's actually the wrong game. I gave y'all the wrong name. Oopsies. I have a single PC and I will not be moving to dual PC because unfortunately, and I say this with love, every single person that knows me has recommended I do not change to a dual PC setup. Double the things can go wrong, double the trouble, toil and everything. And unfortunately, I'm so sorry, by the way, folks on YouTube and playing Subnautica, that we couldn't get Doom to play. I'm so sorry, my loves. I hope you still have a fun time with us. I'm really, really sorry. I know on YouTube sometimes folks are like, oh, that's the game I want to watch. And you can't. Like I said, I have a good PC. I'm sad, but it is what it is. Let me change the thumbnail on YouTube so that we don't have folks coming in being like, you lied to me. You lied to me. But yeah, I just feel like with double PC setup, things will go wrong and I never will know why. And it's going to give me so many problems. It's just not worth it. It's just not worth it. Boop. Thank you, Taro. All right. Let's see where we're at. Last time I was here, I got to remember where we were at. This is good. Honestly, as much as I hate that I can't play Doom, it's probably for the better that I try to finish Subnautica. Maybe I'm going to try playing Doom in like a week or two. Say it ain't so. So, Cell, I'm actually using a version of my model that is a mini version that doesn't take as much resources. It takes like a quarter of the resources that Iron Vertex made for me. Doom drinking sounds like what you do after you just got broken up with. Yeah, we're gonna do some yapping and some drinking and some hanging out. Why not a PNG? Come on. Let me live my life. Matara, why didn't you just not stream the game? If streaming the game is lagging you, have you considered just not streaming the game and just leaving the stream, closing it, and just calling it a night and going to bed? It's 8 p.m., Matara. Go to bed. Go to bed, Matara. For what it's worth from this YouTube Momo, I'm just happy whatever you stream. Thank you, Skookers. I appreciate it. The Doom gameplay was so scuffed, I mistook you for Amelie. Hey! All right, whoa. What is going on with my stuff? Is this the update? What? Maybe I'm the problem. Is this my updated drivers? Is this my updated drivers? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. How do I... Oh, God, that hurts my eyes. I did restart the PC. How do I roll back my drivers? Do y'all know? Try restarting the PC. Already did. Thank you, Drain. Okay, so I have an idea. I'm gonna quit. I'm gonna message my computer tech
It's a gift sub.
to get on call with me tomorrow to re-roll my drivers back. IUP. Do you think you have time tomorrow to jump on call with me for 30 minutes to roll back my NVIDIA settings? It's lagging Doom, but also Subnautica and other games.
It's a gift sub.
Let's jump on call tomorrow for that. I know exactly what you're talking about. Okay, good, good, good. All right. Well, good news, everyone. We're going to drink and talk. Yay! Mata, your gaming is so fun. Can you say something in Russian for the Russian mobos? Я не могу играть в игры, потому что я сделал апдейт моим драйверам. Я даже не знаю, как сказать NVIDIA драйвер по-русски. Я даже не знаю, как сказать GPU по-русски. Ixie, thank you for the gift. No video games. Sad. Only drinking. Happy. How do you say GPU in Russian? How do you say GPU in Russian? Because I don't know how to say GPU. Видеокарта. Теперь знаю.
It's a gift sub.
Thank you for the gifted, Justin. Aw,
It's a gift
man.
sub.
Honestly, I don't feel so sad. I feel sad. Okay, let me backtrack.
It's a gift
I feel
sub.
very sad I don't get to play Doom. I feel very sad I don't get to play Subnautica. But I'm also kind of happy to spend more time with you and just kind of yap. Especially because I already know that tomorrow and Sunday are big, long stream days. But I would have wished, yes, that tonight we could have gotten drunk and just played Doom all night. And like, it would have been 3 a.m. and I would have said, sorry, Bobos, I gotta go. It's 3 a.m.
It's a gift sub.
So I do kind of wish that was the case. We can still get drunk. We just can't play video games together. Well, actually, that's not true. You can play video games and I can drink this seltzer and we can just hang out. Man. But yeah, I'm sorry. When it comes to like troubleshooting things on stream, it gets really stressful because then every time a new person will come in and they're like, have you tried turning it on and off again? And then one person will say, you need to update your drivers. Another person will say, no, you don't. And then another person will say, it's your model. Then another person will say, it's not her model because this other. And everybody's saying different information. and I don't know what any of it means. All I know is that I need to have a computer tech that I work with, check out this stuff, do her thing, and I just hang out. When John Carmack routinely blogged him on how much he hated writing C++, fun fact, Sarisa has a degree in C++. That should have been id Software's clue to not use it to write their future games. She did like a degree in C++. She learned it, and then a really big bubble burst, and nobody needed C++ developers. And she just basically couldn't use that degree. I'd have to ask her next time she's on stream, actually, what exactly she got. Because I'm pretty sure it was C++. Maybe it was Java. Hold on. Let me call her. I'm actually kind of curious. Now I'm curious. Let's. Boop. Hello. I'm going to put you on speakerphone for stream, okay? Okay, wait 1 second. Just in case, don't name any school name or anything. Did you have a degree in C++ or Java? What was it? Do you remember?
Sorry, one more time. Repeat it, please.
Did you learn C++ or am I crazy?
What is C++?
Okay, I guess I'm crazy. Didn't you learn coding in C++?
No, never.
What?
Why? Why should I?
No, you did. And then the bubble burst and then you couldn't find a job in it.
No.
Are you kidding me? What? You never learned the basics of how to code like a website or anything like that?
Yes, I learned, but it was maybe like 6 months. And after 6 months, our class and our program was canceled.
Okay. But
And
do you remember
I went-
what you learned? Was it C++ or was it Java? Was it
Okay,
HTML?
We don't even go there. It was only 6 months when we started, and it was roughly 22 years ago. I do remember that it was some kind of programming language that it was popular that time.
Okay.
22 years ago.
So 22 years ago, the popular programming language was probably C++, but go on. Okay. Maybe it was JavaScript, but go on. Okay.
Maybe.
Okay.
So after 6 months, because we don't have enough students,
They
our-
canceled the program.
Yes, our program was canceled, and I went to a different college that I successfully finished.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
after
for a
that-
different thing.
that's
Perfect.
it.
Okay,
That's
okay.
it. Mhm.
Thank you. Thank
My
you.
pleasure. That's it?
That's it. Yeah.
Sorry, my interview is free today? Or
Yeah, it's free.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Why did I misremember this so badly? Now I'm wondering, now I'm genuinely worried about what else am I misremembering from 22 years ago. Sometimes I've had people approach me and be like, you were so nice to me. I remember blah, blah, blah. I'm like, really? I don't even remember meeting you. I used to drink a lot.
It's a gift sub.
Wow. I'm pretty sure I thought she had a degree in C++ or she was almost done in C++, but now I'm realizing it's like 6 months and she never finished. Huh. What do y'all think? Do y'all think it's Java or C++ because it's from that long ago? What do y'all think? What would have been popular in Canada 22 years ago for immigrants to learn at a college? For some reason, I also think it was C++. And I'm not just saying that to be, I'm genuinely thinking it was C++. What happened to Doom? My graphics card happened. I used to drink a lot. Listen, I still drink a lot, but I used to also drink a lot back then. I drink a lot, but I used to still drink a lot. Yeah, I'll text my computer tech tomorrow morning when I wake up. Ayuki says she already knows what the problem is. And then I'm going to get into a call with her and figure it all out. So there is a possibility that we get Doom after the collab with the girls tomorrow or the day after, or at least get back into Subnautica. Aw, man. No, Keen, it was in Canada. It was in Canada. This is why, even though I know, I think it's C++, a part of me thinks it might be Java because she was learning how to make websites. So a part of me is like, okay, it must be Java then. But I don't know.
Heh, say Canada. Canada.
I think it was JavaScript. I don't know. I don't remember that much stuff from 22 years ago. Do you? I don't even remember what I had for breakfast yesterday, genuinely. I don't think it was CSS. Also, 22 years ago, I thought it was in 1999. But 22 years ago would put us at 2003. I'm deeply misremembering this story then. You forgot that you did the dishes today? Atari, I can relate. I do this with my washing, where I forget if I started my washing or not. So I just started again. Can't remember what happened because you weren't born yet. I mean, I definitely was alive and kicking and screaming and thinking, but I also, may have been drinking, so I don't know. Thank you, Gaynor. Happy 20 months. Short one, thank you for the 4 months. You were finishing high school 22 years ago. How did it feel? You need a drink? Do it. Join us. Who's drinking with us tonight? I want to know. I want to know for those of you who is drinking. Me? What are you drinking? I love it. What is everybody drinking? Thank you, Boom. It's I have the full version of it on the YouTube, but maybe we have other versions of it coming up. Who knows? You're drinking the hydrogen monoxide. Is that? It's like saying I'm drinking ethanol, right? Which is like the alcohol. Are you drinking H2O? Rum coffee sounds delicious. Heineken. Blake's hard cider caramel apple. Yummy. That sounds good, Mr. Sev. Not Your Father's Rude Beer. I haven't heard of it. Straight bourbon. Yummy. That's one thing I love. I love a good bourbon. And I say I love a good bourbon, but then every time I'm in the States and everybody asks me for a recommendation, I always recommend the same bourbon. It's not expensive in the sense of like, yes, it's a pricey bourbon, but it's not like $300. It's called 4 Roses Bourbon. I always recommend it. If somebody's like, I need a good drink that people will like, that the bottle looks fancy, that is not expensive. I always recommend 4 Roses Bourbon. I feel like for the price, it's one of the really, really good bourbons I found for a fairly cheap price point that I really, really like. Yeah, 4 Roses is like I said, I'm very much a kind of person where I'm like, find your favorite alcohol and then find the cheapest version of it. Jack Daniel's Tennessee Fire. I need to try that because I remember I had some pals that got drunk on Fireball many years ago. And I tried it and I said, well, no wonder you guys are puking. You're drinking this shit. But I do not mind cinnamon. I don't love cinnamon flavor, but I don't mind it. So I would be curious to try cinnamon flavored Tennessee whiskey. As long as it's Jack Daniels and not Southern Peach Jack Daniels. Oh, that sounds amazing. And Chris, I feel ya. I'm sorry to hear that. Jack Fire is definitely better than Fireball. Jack Fire, let me look it up. I've never seen the Jack Fire yet. I just saw something. Ooh, I love that Crown Royal. Oh my god. Rip my whiskey dreams. Phantom, don't die! Stay alive! We need you. We need you to grow big, strong, and chubby so that we can eat you. Please. Pretty please with the cherry on top. We need you. Don't die. Don't go. No, my alcohol! No! No, my alcohol! Ah, I'm so sad. I'm so sad. Not the booze. Not the booze. Not the alcohol. Today I learned to enjoy Canadian whiskey. I like Canadian whiskey. Wait, is Crown Royal? It's got to be a Canadian whiskey, right? Crown Royal's got to be a Canadian whiskey. Otherwise, yup. We got Crown Royal. Thank God. Yippee! It's done at Manitoba. Really? All right, we're good. Are we drinking? Because I'm drunk. We're drinking. We're getting there. I probably won't have a third seltzer, but I'm drinking. Ooh, I love a good rye. Okay, I love a good rye. That is definitely ooh. I love a bourbon and I love a rye. I'm not a big fan of like, I'm sorry. I know every Irish person's going to be upset. I don't really like super smoky Irish whiskeys. I'm sorry. What's my favorite fast food? It's really tough. Yeah, I heard about that, Pep Man. I'm going to have my tech person help me. Enjoy Longtooth. Red wine? Okay. My favorite junk food is probably got to be something that satiates my drunkenness. I know what my favorite junk food is, but it's not a super popular junk food to get. It's just a steamed hot dog. A steamed hot dog with hot sauce or ketchup, mustard, onion, and coleslaw. Because it's like a carby thing that you just put in your body. It's a hot dog. It's basically like a small hot dog, you know? Where are you going with this? But you don't get it at a gas station. You know what? Since I can't play a game, I'm gonna start shaming some of my audience. Why? First message. I'm drinking Everclear. 1 minute later, I'm drinking Everclear. Okay, buddy. Good. Cool. We're also drinking and having a conversation. Feel free to join us. You know, like, sorry we didn't hear you the first time. But we're just hanging out. My favorite junk food, though, is either a steamed hot dog, or if we're just talking like I need to get a junk food, I don't know what to get, bacon cheeseburger. So those little McDonald's or whatever, I'll find a place that has like a little, okay, either a like little plain cheeseburger from McDonald's, but I'm talking the ones that are like $2. And I add a slice of bacon in it. Or bagel, cream cheese, and bacon from Tim Hortons. Or something called the Buddy Burger from A&W. Just because sometimes if I'm craving a junk food, I never crave big meals from junk food places because they're not that good. Usually I feel like junk food places, they're best having like a little tiny meal from there. And then it's just kind of good enough. That way, if it doesn't taste too good, you're fine with it. Are we getting white girl wasted? Yeah, I think so. We're getting bug girl wasted. Burger King is better than McDonald's. I just don't have a lot of Burger Kings near me, unfortunately, Sonic. If I think it's a Wendy's, right? If there's a Wendy's, I like to do they have like chicken bites, but it's basically like chicken nuggets but spicy. Basically. But yeah, if I were to crave junk food, I usually only get a little something. Like a little, you know what I used to get actually, I think from Burger King, the 4 mozzarella sticks. But they never have them anymore. I don't know why. Just like 4 mozzarella sticks. Yum. Ooh, that sounds amazing. Space Dandy, good luck. Have fun. Make sure you drink water. Cape Man, thank you for the 20 months. But yeah, usually I don't want to be in a position where I am getting a big meal from a fast food place. And unfortunately, I'm sorry, y'all, this is not to sound old, but if I eat like a whole junk food, I usually pick. It's either a side or a burger or even if I go grab a burger from somewhere, I'm not going to get and the fries and the cheese sticks and the drink. I'm only going to get a burger. But yeah, I just feel like shit the next day. I just don't feel good eating a lot of junk food. I'm sorry. It sucks. Why are we getting like this as we're getting old? How do we digest this stuff so much better as kids? Or were we just so youthful and full of life? What happened? I'm sorry to hear that, Longtooth. That's rough. You're a good friend. You're a good friend. I hope you have some good final, nice times. Mid-30s here, same thing, junk food, crappy the next day. That's why I try not, like I said, I'm not against, don't get me wrong. I love my junk food. Oh my God. Speaking of junk food, I need to talk. I had a Subway the other day. I had a 6 puss. I don't know if it translates to inches, but it's like 6 fingers. I had 6 fingers, grilled chicken with veggies and hot sauce. And the chicken tasted like plastic. The chicken honestly was so flavorless, so not good. It was still healthy and like fine, but so not good. I was sad. I was like, what the hell? I thought Subway was all right. But can I show you one thing very quickly? This photo is not great, okay? And this photo, I did not take this photo, but there is this place. I don't know if it's also outside of Quebec because I haven't seen it in other places, but it's called Red Chicken and it is so good. I have hacked my perfect bowl, okay? So I get the regular size bowl, except you can put quinoa or rice. No, I put salad, all right? Instead of dressing, I do tzatziki, which has more protein. Then I do cucumber, here it's cucumber, tomato, pickles, spicy peppers, peppers, onion, right? I shake it. And you have 4 different flavors of the chicken. I always get the spicy one. Full disclosure, I think it has the best flavor and it's also the lowest in the calories. So I remember I did it on the website. But this bowl, for example, would have something like 350 or 400 calories and like 45 grams of protein. So it's real nice. And then what I would do is you would take off the little chicken and you would shake the bowl to kind of make it like a salad. It's delicious. So it's again, if you actually get it with the poulet rouge, if you nothing against it, by the way, if you want to get yours with quinoa or rice or whatever, you absolutely can. I'm just trying to be a little bit lower on my carbs. So yeah, hold on. Let me just make sure that it doesn't. Yeah, so you can get so I basically do this. I get the Red Bull and then you get the chicken, right? And then if you get one flavor is 3 slices, 2 flavors is 4. So I get 4. And then again, you have sweet barbecue fusion, lemon, spicy, which is what I get, and then garlic. So it's not by much, but I just feel like it just has the best flavor. Honestly, I feel like I can almost never taste the lemon. I don't really care that it's sweet. And the garlic, I don't taste it, but the spicy, I always taste it. I don't get, 2 is enough for me. Then you can do brown rice. Blé concassé is like wheat. Lettuce, quinoa. I think quinoa costs $1 more, but I just do lettuce. Listen. Between 400 calories or 18, a lettuce is delicious. I don't do any of these sauces. Genuinely, they're not that bad. You can even do like half of one if you want. But typically, I just do tzatziki for my sauce. So I'll do tzatziki, cornichons sucrés, poivron, tomate, concombre, jalapenos. Sometimes they're nice. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. What else do I add? I never add. Oh, sometimes I'll add beet. Okay. So hear me out. Sometimes, because you can only get 7 toppings. Sometimes they'll count my tzatziki as a dressing and they'll let me get another topping. I do not recommend olive kalimata because they are so salty. I don't know what they put in their olives. They're way too salty. What I do if they let me have a second veggie is I just get double jalapenos. I just get double jalapenos. And then yeah, so if you want to take a look at this right here, right now, 255 calories, 20 grams of protein. And here we go. That's why if you want to go crazy, you can add 2 extra chicken and now boom, 300 calories, 30 grams of protein. Easy. But I'll be honest, if you're eating freaking 6 chicken strips, you're going to be full. You're going to be full. I think it's more than that. I think I fucked up somewhere, but I don't know why it's only showing 300. I also thought it was like closer to 400. But yeah. And if you want, you can do half and half. You can do, right, like for your bowl, you can do rice mixed with, I think if you do this way, right? It's like rice and lettuce together. Hold on. Let me see. 122. And then if you do rice and lettuce. Yeah. So yeah. You can't eat 6. It depends. Sometimes, to be completely honest with you, like sometimes they'll use the really, like sometimes you'll get a little end guy and you're like, you skimped out on me, didn't you? You gave me the little guy. Like, look. These guys don't look that small, but this guy looks a little smaller. Like sometimes you'll get a little bit of an end piece. How do you have that special border when you chat? He's paying money. Le sangliax. If it's meat, he'll finish it. Nice. But yeah, I really think I was shocked. I was shocked that when I went to Subway, it was just very bleh. It was very bleh. Nothing about it made me happy. I guess let me show you. Yay! I had sushi. Well, very quickly to finish a little bit about poulet rouge, why it's so good. Sorry. So when I had Subway, they took a cold piece of chicken, warmed it up. When I was eating it, it was still kind of cold and it had hot sauce on it, which made it better. Okay. Here, they are all day grilling the chicken on this charcoal grill. So when you get it, it's like freshly charcoaled. It's freshly marinated. It's good. It's the only thing is I have to tell y'all, if you're ever in a place with poulet rouge, it has crazy lineups. I do not recommend going here like every single time I have seen one, it's got insane lineups. It will have if you ever see a lineup in a shopping mall, it's because they have this fast food. I don't know what they did, but they blew up and acted like they don't know anybody. Doesn't look too unhealthy. Well, Incris, we just did the one. The bowl I take is like less than 300 calories and 20 grams of protein. So yeah, I had sushi. This was fancy sushi. I'm sorry. This was like otoro, I think in chutoro. So very, very fancy, delicious sushi. And there's black caviar on it. It was so good. I wish there was good sushi spots where I live, but there isn't. This was in a big city. I went to a big city and it was so delicious. Oh, I have to tell you all, I ordered a roll of sushi. It was 22 Canadian dollars for 6 pieces of scallop sushi, but it was so good. But if you divide, what's 22 divided by 6? It's like $3.50 per slice. It was $3.50 per little guy. But it was so good. I know it was so much, but it was so good. But you know what? That's why I made sure to have a protein shake before I went there. Because I didn't wanna go too hard. You're trying to learn Ukrainian. Ooh, interesting. Bye, you got scammed. To be honest, I feel like it's even more expensive in the States because at least it was in Canadian. No, not one of these. One of these was like closer to I think $5 Canadian. This is crazy. I think this plate was like $20. I cried. But I only got this and then I got the 6 little guys. And I was like, okay, I'm good. I'm lying. I got this. I got 6 little guys and 1 uni. Yeah, this is otoro and chutoro. So it's like very, very, very fancy. I think this was like, I don't even remember what fish it was. But it was some fishes. It was some raw fish. Hi, Sam. How are you? It was some raw fish. I don't remember which one, but it was some raw fish. And it was very good. It was all right. It was very good. But it wasn't like life-changing like the other food. But it does look very cute. And I think I started moving the food before I took the photo. I only have 1 drink left tonight. Oh, I hope you feel better tomorrow, Wag. Have a safe drive. Cheers. It could have been fluke. It could have been. I also don't think I'm going to get a 3rd seltzer. We love yelling. How are you, Zenti? This was just a rump steak or a bavette. I didn't eat this stuff here. But it was basically like a little medley of onions, celery. I think it's called a chutney. I don't remember. It's not a chutney. It's something else, but it was, I don't know. Just a bunch of red peppers and stuff. Blech. The fries were all right, salty fries, and then of course a rump steak because I'm trying to eat more protein. Or a bavette. The problem with bavette, they're good, but sometimes they're kind of hard to chew. Sometimes if they're a little bit on the cheaper end, they're kind of hard to chew. And this bavette, even though it wasn't like, oh my God, is that my fingy? Is that my human fingy? Hey, rump. Sometimes they will put stuff, yeah, exactly. Like they put the chimichurri on it, which is like a blend of parsley and coriander and a bunch of stuff to kind of hide the fact that it was a little bit of a cheaper cut of meat. And because of that, it was a little bit hard to chew and all that stuff. But it was really good. I like it. I like meat. I don't know what to say. No, cheap does not mean bad, but a lot of times restaurants will try to cover if things aren't as like fancy with strong flavors. So for example, on top of that steak, they had the chimichurri. I couldn't eat it. It was too like vinegary. And it took away from the flavor of the meat. Also, their bread and wine. Unfortunately, I wasn't in France, so I didn't get to enjoy the bread and wine. But yes, the bread and wine is yum. Oh, wait. I thought it was called a rump steak, not a flank steak. What is rump steak in French? Oh, my bad. What is bavette in English? I was lying to you for fun. Yeah, you're right. It's flank steak. Ooh. There is a steak I've been trying to try. Okay. Sometimes you'll come to a restaurant and they'll have these. The saddest part about going to a restaurant by yourself or with like one friend who doesn't eat much is sometimes I will go. So there's a steak called an entrecôte in English. Rib steak or ribeye steak. Some restaurants that I went to while I was on my trip, and sometimes I'd go alone, right? I would come in and be like, oh, what's your special steak of the day? They're like, the special steak of the day is a 22-ounce steak that we recommend you share by 3 or 4 people. I'm like, oh, damn it. So many places for some reason are like, our smallest market cut steak today is 18 ounces. I'm like, no, I can't have 18 ounces of steak. That's crazy. But it made me mad. So many really good steakhouses, so many really good places were like, yeah, our smallest cut of meat that we can do is this. You take it home, but I was doing my 34-kilometer walk. Believe in yourself, Mata. Am I wrong? But I feel like I'd much rather have, okay, this is maybe where I'm wrong. I'd much rather have like a fun little appetizer and then like a 6 to 8 ounce steak. Even 10 ounce of steak, I'm like, ooh, that's rough, buddy. That's rough, buddy. This is why I am once again telling God, this is why I need a little meatball. So we can get 22 ounce of steak and I can eat like 6 ounces of it. Be like, yummy. Rest is yours, baby. What happened to Doom Girl? Graphics card sucks. So now we're drinking our sorrows away. All right, I'm going to have my sparkling water now. Don't worry, I'm just going for a walk 34 kilometers later. You joke, but that is me. Ooh, that sounds delicious mostly. I think for me, I can't eat that much food in one sitting. I'm a grazer. My favorite thing to do with some of my friends is like having a night of food. Like if you just leave cheese and bread and salad and cold cuts and whatever on the table, I will eat all of it, but I need 7 hours of eating it, right? I can't eat all of it within a sitting. So when it comes to one sitting, I think for me in general, 8 ounce filet mignon is a good one. Because 6 ounces, sometimes I'm like, man, that's small. 10 too much, especially if I get a funky little appetizer. Or maybe, oh my God, they bring bread. They bring a little bit of bread. They have a little double baked mashed potato or something. Yummy. Boop. You know? I'm sorry to hear that, Techie. Thank you. And Sunny, my condolences. I'm glad to hear that we've been here for you. Yeah, Demi, I'm going to have my computer tech fix it for me tomorrow. Have I been to a Brazilian steak? Okay, fun fact. I actually did do a Brazilian steakhouse that Jabroni Michael paid for. Jabroni Michael, okay, when I was much younger, we went to the Brazilian steakhouse, the one that's all you can eat. What is it called? There's a famous one that everybody goes to, Fogo de Chao. So this is the problem. I feel like when I went to Fogo de Chao when I was younger, it was better. This time around, Jabroni Michael, God bless him, he paid for Fogo de Chao for like 20 people. Jabroni Michael messages me and says, hey, do you want to go grab dinner, me, you, and a few friends? I show up to dinner. There's 25 people at this dinner that I don't know. I'm like, what? Is this a small dinner to you, Michael? Is this a small dinner to you, Jabroni Michael? And he paid for everybody. Me, I actually talked to Buff Pup because I was like, hey, Buff Pup, hear me out. If I pay the bill by myself, people are going to get mad at me. Would you do me the honors of splitting the bill with me? Because then people will have to be like half mad at you, half mad at me. She was down, but he paid. And my problem with Fogo de Chao was I didn't think it was that. I think there was like one thing that I really, really liked. Everything else was kind of all right. There wasn't anything in that eating experience that I thought to myself, wow, I really need to go back to this restaurant for that. Again, though, it was like day 4 of TwitchCon. So maybe they were just worn out of tourists, worn out of TwitchCon people. Maybe it was a bad time. But I remember thinking, there's nothing here that I really, like, I would not go back again there. It was still good, but it wasn't great. Most things I was like, I'm good. It's not that great. And I know people are going to say, oh, they have a free salad bar. I'm
not going in.
You're right, Anton. That's always my rule for dates, right? Unless he lit the bar on fire, always go for a second date because people sometimes struggle at making a first impression, right? Yeah, you're right. You're right. Always try again. But not too many times. Know when to cut your losses, right? Know when to cut your losses. I know, Paul. I know. Jabroni Mike is crazy. Wow. First impressions are overrated. Second impressions are the best. So underscore has known me for like 10 years. I read people pretty well, but then my logic brain takes over and I'm like, no way. I'm being too rude. I have no reason to feel this way about these people or this person. And then I end up being right. And even, I've actually talked about this to Bricky, where even Bricky's like, okay, I know you keep being right, Matara, but you got to be careful. One day you're going to get too cocky and you're going to think you're always going to be right. But I don't. If anything, I psych myself out of my first impressions where I'm like, no, this person didn't do anything for me to dislike them. So I am a crazy person for disliking them. And then something happens and I'm like, and it's exactly what I was also kind of picking up on where I'm like, I think this person, I don't know. Ooh, scary, spooky. Then again, I've also had some people completely blindside me, right? I say this, but then I've also been blindsided completely. Dropped a whole slab of filet mignon on my sister's plate and they can take it back. Other than that, it was all okay though. Yeah, I just feel like I wasn't very wowed. We have the same type of place here in Delaware. Oh, I love saying Dalawari. You have the same type of place in Dalawari that is half the price and better quality. Yeah. Oscar, how you been? Rendos, I don't want to get too cocky. Can we turn off the wings? Oh, you don't like my wings? I know some people really get like spooked when it comes to bugs and stuff. Ah! I'm sorry though, Pookie. I'm a bug. I'm a bug. I think Kid is just... I think the reason is like, I'll usually pick up if I think somebody won't mesh with me. But I don't know. Yeah, Oscar, how was the con walk? Zen invited me, but unfortunately I was icing my legs because my legs have been hurting after my run. I bought new running shoes. They're nothing fancy. They're just like little Pumas that I got on sale. But I don't know if it's the heat or that I didn't stretch enough, but my legs have been a little bit, or the 34-kilometer walk I did along with the run. But I've been having, I've had to like ice my legs today, kind of. Yeah, Kid, I think Bricky was kind of right where he's like, don't get so cocky just because you keep being right about people that you forget and you... I don't know though. Kind of scared. I haven't been wrong about people, but I have been blindsided by people. We can say that. There's not been people where I've been like, what a great person, and then... But I have been blindsided. Where I guess that is being wrong about people, right? Where you're like, oh, that's a nice person. I haven't known anybody very, very deeply that blindsided me. We'll put it that way. Like, for example, I don't know, Dr. Disrespect super well. So I wasn't like, oh. Athletic trainer calf massage. Ooga booga. Anime Central is huge now. It was my first con back in the day. That's so cute. Isn't it wild to see how much stuff is growing? I could join tomorrow. Wink, wink. What time? I start collaborating at 4 p.m. with my girls. And I'd have to know who is there because I don't want to step on any toes. I tend to be kind of loud, so I want to make sure that... Alejo, thank you for the gifted. I am being a little bit more reclusive. I'm going to be honest with it. I'm being a little bit more reclusive than before. I I want to take things a little bit easy and be a little bit reclusive, and I want to take my time to kind of bounce back into making new friends and things like that. I just recently came out of a group. I still want to maintain all my friendships. I want to do all my stuff, but I just want to be a little slower when it comes to will the WoW leveling be continued? I don't know. I don't know. If Zen organizes another one, then yeah. Let me message Oscar and see what time.
It's a gift up.
You wanted to say hi to Zen? You should have. You love my vibe? Thanks, Spooky. I like to think everybody is a nice person too, but I just am I'm just a little bit tired lately. And sometimes, okay, here's how I can explain it. Even though I'm an extrovert, sometimes meeting new people feels like I have to perform. And I just don't want to be around people where I feel like I need to perform. Even though they didn't do anything good. They didn't do anything bad, right? It's just sometimes I just don't want to perform. Even though it's not that I'm performing, but sometimes it feels a little bit more performative. And right now, I'm just really, really tired of that. And it just feels really, really cozy. Even sometimes some collabs, I feel bad, but sometimes I get invited to a collab and there's like maybe 2 or 3 people that I don't know. I am sure that those people are lovely. But I just don't want to meet new people, you know? I don't want to meet new people. I don't want to... That's kind of where I'm at sometimes. And I just kind of want to chill. I want to meet new people when I'm in a good space and I'm in a good place and I can make funny jokes and I can be there for them in a fun way, you know? Sorry, 1 second. Ho. I'm getting pinged by my lure for something. Give me a moment. Yeah, it's easier to be an extrovert with the people you know. And yeah, Igrik, I feel that way too. I also feel kind of bad where I really felt bad about when I met Spite. Where I met Spite in a collab and I said, nice to meet you. And she's like, we've met before. I don't remember when I met Spite. I don't remember what collab we did. I don't remember what we talked about. I looked into my YouTube. I don't remember where I met Spite. And I just felt so bad. Even though I know she doesn't care. I know she was cool about it. But I was like, what do you mean we met? And like I said, when I looked into my my VODs and stuff, I couldn't find anything. There was nothing recent where I saw where I remember collabing with her. So I'm like, no, we definitely didn't meet in a previous life. Previous life, me barely collabed outside of previous Hollywood. Yeah, I definitely know she didn't take offense, but I was like, Right, Iron Chris? I was like, I don't think it even had to do anything about the drinking. The dating one had RPR, fruit, Zen. Right? That was like years ago. Hold on. Oh, yeah, it had Camilla. It had... No, she's not on this show. It's Tricky, Buff, me, Cinder, Zen, Camilla, Giga, and Ellie. It's not... It doesn't have Spite on it. And it doesn't have Joel on it. Thank you, Pirate. I appreciate that. I'm pretty sure it was in a collab that you didn't stream your point of view. Ah. I don't really play on any big Minecraft servers. Mm-hmm. Anyway. Yeah, I'm just, it's a repo collab that I didn't stream? Well, that was the one where I met her just now. That was the one. That was the one where I met Spite, and I said, nice to meet you. And she's like, we've met. I'm like, no, I don't remember.
Yeah, Zero. Keep up. Keep up, Zero.
Thank you, Toxic. Yeah, we're all just trying to figure it out. We're like, she said they met you at a con? Did she? Anyway. All that to say, it has definitely affected my... All that to say, it made me spiral. No, it didn't. But yeah, I'm just in a place where I'm a little bit more in my bubble. I'm a little bit more in my bubble, and I kind of want to stay in my bubble a little bit. I want to stay in my little bubble. I want to do my little stuff. I want to take it chill. Like I said, I feel bad because Ray actually invites me to some really awesome collabs. And sometimes I honestly can't timing wise. And other times there's like 2 or 3 people that I don't really know. And I'm like, no, I don't want to be in a collab with 2 or 3 people that I don't know. I'm in a weird space. Does that mean you will finish Subnautica? It does. It does mean I will finish Subnautica. We tried finishing it today, but then my drivers were not working. Yeah, I just want to spend some time with y'all and do some of my solo stuff, my solo games. Sorry, by the way, whoever asked me to lower the wings. Yeah. Yeah, how sad. What the heck? Yuki will figure it out tomorrow. Yeah. Exactly. Mm-hmm. Yay. Tomorrow, it's 3 a.m. It's only 9 p.m. for me. Look at me. Who am I? Starting early enough to be done by 9 p.m.? I'm just here suffering, waiting to play video games. Yeah, I think that's more so what it is, Doja. I'm just, I feel that it's been kind of a roller coaster for me since Hollywood, where it went Hollywood into Vishojo, and I kind of want to establish myself, who I am without a group. That being said, I'm still obviously Don't drink water. Of course I'm drinking water. Hello. I just kind of want to see how I am outside of a group. Even though I still obviously have a lot of pals and I'm doing a lot of partnership stuff. Like, for example, tomorrow I'm doing a group collab. Sunday I'm doing a group collab. But I'm just yeah, kind of trying to see what I'm like without my groups and without my stuff. I'm leaving the nest, exactly. Are we not celebrating Friday? We are. I had 2 seltzers. I don't think I'm going to have a third one. I think my 2 seltzers definitely got me a little hee tipsy. She's going to have some bad news when it comes to Doom the Dark Ages. I already have some bad news when it comes to Doom Dark Ages. I already can't play it. Thank you, Seeker. I think I've talked about it before. I don't think there's any groups in any immediate future. I am not opposed to eventually forming a group or eventually, you know, I've talked to people very casually from a like very casual perspective of like, what would a group look like where the talent have decision-making power? But it's hard. It's hard to find people where everybody kind of works with the same everything. Everybody, yeah. We'll see. For now, I'm not rushing into anything, and I'm just taking it easy. Yeah, unfortunately, my game wouldn't play good. It wouldn't run good. Ugh. I don't know who that is mostly. But I do know Vichiban, and I think they run stuff really, really well. Yeah. At the end of the day, there's also the idea of like, why do I need a group if I can just have my own solo stuff and then just collab and hang out with people that I'm very close with, right? That's another thing, Spiders. You kind of need one person to be in charge to start a co-op. But the problem with that is if things go wrong, you're also the person to get blamed. Oh yeah, I don't know though. Well, I think the first name sounds familiar, but the other ones don't. That's good for them. That's kind of another problem with like being too much of a central face of anything is when things go bad, you get kind of blamed. Isn't that what you're doing? For what? I'm not doing anything. I'm just vibing. I'm enjoying my independent life, baby. I'm living my best life. Yeah, that's also another problem of like, if you're in a group and then people feel like, you know, yeah. If things go wrong, then if you are kind of like the driving force behind the group, you'll get blamed. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff. So one thing about streamers in general. So one thing about me, as we talked about, I've had to explain this to my flesh mother, where, what do you mean you forgot I have YouTube chat on? And you're confused who I'm talking about. YouTube chat, I love you. I love you, YouTube. Don't take this. I've had to explain this to my roommate that according to VTuber standards, I'm actually really organized. According to VTuber standards, I'm an A-type personality. Even though I'm so B-type and so disorganized and so I don't care, I am very organized and like good on my stuff according to VTuber standards, which is crazy. So that's another one is like, now imagine working with like 6 of me that don't, you know, like everyone's busy, everyone's doing stuff. Of course you're validated, YouTube. You're always cool to me. I think so too, Seeker, but yeah. I love organization. Honestly, you have been the main organizer in my life lately. I really appreciate it. That Saxy guy, thank you so much for the 6 months. Oh, 19 months. I am so disorganized, but somehow I make it work. I honestly do not know. We love you as a YouTuber and a woman. Yes! YouTube momos love me!
Eat this, Twitch momos. Eat my shorts.
YouTube momos.
Eat my shorts.
Eat my shorts, YouTube momos. Twitch momos, sorry. YouTube momos love me as a woman.
Also, I gotta pee.
Don't ask me if I wash my hands. Don't ask me. Yeah, we do have a YouTube moderator, but he hasn't been, I don't know if he's lurking or not. I'd have to double check with Pharaoh. In his defense, I haven't been streaming as much lately because of a lot of stuff, but I'll double check with him if he still wants to be actively modding YouTube or not, and I'll update him with my schedule. Because I don't know if we have a super active one on YouTube. We did have Pharaoh as like YouTube only. But also people's lives change. People get busy. People get not busy, you know? They do their stuff. Iron Sevs, how dare you be on both YouTube and Twitch? You gotta pick one. It's illegal. Ты опоздала, весь алкоголь уже выпили? Нет. Я только два выпила алкоголя. Только два напитка. I can't believe YouTube is unsupervised. Right, Zero? I can't believe YouTube is unsupervised. Wait a second. James, thank you for the 20 gifted membership. I mostly lurk. You little shit. I almost missed your bits. Why did you bit me when I was going to pee? You did it on purpose, didn't you? You did it on purpose. Mangaka, thank you for the 5 gifted YouTube loves me. I picked Twitch. Wait. I picked Twitch to view, but to sub, I subbed to become a member on YouTube. Thank you, Saraki. Honestly, YouTube is a good viewing experience. I don't blame you. Honestly, I don't know why everyone's even on Twitch. Go watch on YouTube. Shoo! Go watch on YouTube. Get out of here. Go watch on YouTube. Why are you here? Thank you. I really appreciate it. Better chat. Oh. I do think YouTube has a better experience of if you watch it from your phone or if you watch it on the TV. Although I think chatting is way better on Twitch. Way better. Because also on YouTube, you have the delay.
Never. I refuse to lower my standards.
Okay, what does Glorp ass look like? Do I want to know? Glorp ass or we riot? Pokey. Zero doesn't make the decisions. Well, they do. But they think they make the decision. Spank, thank you so much for the 10 gifted. Zero, can we see Glore Pass? I'm curious. Can we please see Glore Pass? Why is there Glorp feet? Because it's an incredible emote. It's sometimes when I'm sad, I think about Glorp feet. And it makes me happy. Glorp feet. Sorry, Zero. Sorry, I gotta do what I gotta do. Yeah, Bonbon. I remember seeing Valkyrie talk about how she got all her stuff combined. I'll have to take a look into this. Lone Wolf, thank you for the 2 months. Dalshal, thank you so much for the 20 months. And Mike, thank you for the gifted. Thank you everybody on YouTube for the gifted. What the heck? I feel so spoiled. I'm sorry we didn't get games today. I'm sorry we're just out here talking. Yuck. Yuck. We're just out here talking. Yuck. Yuck. Tomorrow, though, we are playing a game called Old Market Simulator, which I need to buy. And then hopefully tomorrow, when my stuff is fixed with Doom, we can either pop out Doom or we can do we can either pop up Doom or we can do the Subnautica. Sunday, if the girls and I really like Old Supermarket Sim, we're going to continue Old Supermarket Sim and then either more Doom or Subnautica. So yeah. Thank you, Lobotomize. Me too. My only problem with yapping, and this, I don't want anybody to judge me and to think that I'm weak. I get tired after like a 3-hour. Oh my God, Glorpass is the best emote ever! No! It's such a good emote! Thank you, Max Power, for the 10 months. No! Oh no, it's such a good emote. I hate it. I hate that it's such a good emote. YouTube, look away. Oh wait, YouTube, I don't think you can even see it right now. Hold on. YouTube, don't look. YouTube, I promise you, Glorpass is amazing. Oh. Oh no, YouTube. YouTube, don't look. Don't look. Hold on, is it? Okay, it hasn't updated yet. It hasn't updated yet. I'm so sorry you can't Glorpass. I'm sorry you can't Glorpass yet. You're going to be able to Glorpass soon, I promise. But yeah, so unfortunately, I am a little bit weak that I have a hard time yapping for like more than 3 hours. If I play a game and yap, it's less hard. But yapping, I think I hit my peak maximum yapping in at 3 hours. At 3 hours, I gotta switch. I gotta play a video game. I gotta kill something. I gotta get my dopamine, you know? Yeah. Will we ever do a Steam shopping spree again? Probably not anytime soon. I'm trying to save my money a little bit. I'm hiring a lot more people and I have some expensive projects on the line and I'm kind of in between things and I may be delayed on some sponsorships because of things. So I'm trying to be a little bit intelligent with my spending. Have fun, Yatos. Thanks for hanging out. Drink something. I had 2 seltzers. I'm feeling just the right amount of like bug girl wasted, you know? I'm just silly, goofy enough and funny enough, but I don't need to drink more. Can we do the which games has Mata played today? Sure. Let's do that. Mostly Lurk, what the heck? Save your money for some delicious steaks with your wife. Mostly Lurk, you're crazy. Thank you so much. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Please save some of your money. for your lovely steaks. That being said, congratulations to 100 of you. You will no longer see advertisements when they play. 100 of you will be spared from advertising. How does it feel? How does it feel?
Not me though. Haha. Haha, Anton. Haha. Haha. Not you.
I'm making fun of you, but I'm gifting you a sub. Don't worry. Imagine you're just like, what the hell, Matara? What did I do? What did I do? Lurk, I'm telling you, I'm gonna check out Voices of the Void. I will try it, even if for a little bit. Please don't get upset if I don't finish it. But you didn't need to. I feel like if I tease you publicly in front of everybody, I kind of have to. If I point a finger and I'm like, haha, you don't have a sub. Haha. Mint would do this thing when we were in Japan with COVID. If I coughed, she'd be like,
Sicko, sicko, sicky, 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 sicko, sicko, you're sick, sick, sicko, sicko, sicky, sicky.
and I kept it. So now anytime I'm around somebody and they cough,
I'm like, sicko, sicko, sicky, 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 you're sick, sicky, sicky.
so if I'm doing that to you in front of everybody, if I'm like, ha ha ha,
No sub, no sub, no sub. Ads, ads, ads. You see ads, you see ads, you see ads.
right?
Sicky, sicky, sicky. Sicko, sicko, sicko. Sicky, sicky, sicky. Sicko, sicko, sicko.
Maybe I want the advertisements. Careful what you wish for. That has been my biggest thing I've been telling to everybody, because everybody on my team has been like, hey, Matara, I would love more work. And I'm like, really? Really?
For a hag, you are a brat at times.
What's wrong with being a bratty hag? Huh?
Maybe I like being annoying.
I don't know the band, the Hooters, but I know the brand, the Hooters. They have great hats. Yeah, my team's been saying, Matara Khan, we want more work. And I'm like, please be careful what you wish for, because I will give you more work. You can't be a hag and a brat at the same time. Yeah, you can. Proof, Matara Khan of Independent. Ooh, I love a good fried pickle. Tanker, thank you for joining the Do Not Sub tier on YouTube. Appreciate it. What is a seltzer? A seltzer is basically like a vodka soda with a flavor. Hold on. My current seltzer is peach hard lemonade. I'm trying to see the alcohol content. 5%. 5%. My tribute for the mighty Matara Khan. May her claws stay unwashed and husbands remain too slow to stay eaten. Yay! Thank you. Listen, if I put cream on my hands, they're not getting washed. I want to have stinky, stinky unwashed hands. So Mint can call me stinky, stinky. They're basically seltzers. Yeah, it's like a vodka soda. No, I mentioned the brand of my seltzer before. I've just never heard of it before. This is a Cottage Springs Beverage Co. Hard lemonade peach. Pretty good. I like it more than the Trulies I had before. Thank you, RP Wiggle, for the shupa. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You're not my mother. I do what I want. True. But frankly, even if I was your mother, you'd be doing what you want. You're a rebellious little soul. You know? You're a rebellious little soul. Oh my God. Can we all talk about the Star War? You've come to the right place as a Star War fan. I am the biggest, the Star War fan. I love every Star War. By the way, I figured out why I started saying the Star War. I figured out why I started saying the Star War, everybody. I figured out. It's because of Arrested Development. In Arrested Development, Lucille Bluth gives Anyang money and she goes, go see a Star War. That is why I started saying Star War like 20 years ago. It was from a TV show, one of the best comedy TV shows ever. Also, hi! Apparently we're getting an unofficial HEHE raid. Welcome everybody coming in from HEHE if you're coming by. I really appreciate it. My video games tonight didn't work. So instead, we're just yapping and drinking and talking and hanging out. And we're talking about the Star War. I don't know anything about the Star War. I am a baby when it comes to the Star War. I don't know anything or anyone. But I kind of figured out the other day why I started saying the Star War. It's because of Arrested Development, one of the greatest comedy shows of all time. If you love improv, it's so good. It always does callbacks to jokes. It's incredible. I so recommend it. It's where Michael Cera actually got his big break from. And everything in that show is just amazing. There's always money in the banana stat. Is it Always Sunny adjacent? Absolutely. I think if you are into It's Always Sunny, you would absolutely have been into Arrested Development as well. I do think Arrested Development is a little bit less edgy, maybe. Don't get me wrong. Like, I don't know if edgy is the right word, but I don't think It's Always Sunny is edgy, by the way. But the humor goes a little bit more like, you know, it's like, oh, ha, ha, ha. But I think but I think Arrested Development is like a little bit more like silly and surreal. Like it's a little bit more like, what the fuck is going on, guys? Huh? How do we get here? And less kind of dark and adult. But it's still definitely adult, but it's just more goofy. It just feels more goofy. Yeah. That's a good way to say it. Hi, everybody. Coming in from the Manuel HEHE raid. I really appreciate it. Hi, everybody. Thanks for stopping by. What do I think of the show when it went to Netflix? I don't love the last season, but at the same time, like, what do you expect, right? Making a season 10 years later? That's normal. I feel like there's a lot of shows like that where you'll think, okay, maybe I liked the 14th season of Seinfeld a little bit less than the first 12. Christopher, thank you for the 20 months. How have you been? And Panaco, thank you for the 4 months. Here's my actual really good example of this. If you like Community, I think you might really enjoy Arrested Development. It's kind of on a very similar vein of silliness and callbacks. So one thing that Arrested Development does really well, it will do random callbacks to episodes like seasons before that. I'd say Community and Arrested Development are very similar. Not very similar, but they have a lot of similarities.